The voice of reason, the voice of soul. The voice of reason, the voice of soul. So set you free. Take it up another level. So set you free. Take it up another level. So set you free. So
Watch this. It's not over yet.
Have you seen her? So slow.
Millennials, useless.
Sounds like a perfectionist to me.
Always run with someone like that here!
You, come here.
Resilience.
We need that. Come on, chop chop.
Slow and steady.
Hello, 2-1 Alpha. This is Whiskey Tango.
4-1 Alpha.
Eyes on target. Unshakable!
Nothing's me!
Patience. Always welcome.
Make me a knight. I said a knight, not a dress. Tighter, 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 tighter.
There's always one, and it's always him.
Contact for us!
I do want to know that.
There's always room for people with a bit of spirit.
You never know when you're gonna need it.
Hey, Chef. Yeah? Happy birthday, mate.
Can't get him off that thing. Up all night he is.
Stamina. Don't underestimate it.
Dedication! Ready, let's go!
That's just what we need.
of math. I believe this is round 23. Math isn't my strong suit, guys. Don't worry about it. Oh, here we go. Interest. I already know what's going to happen. W7M. Why are you guys just getting so annihilated? Oh, my God. Mirror running out of bullets, but he's still going to go for it. Oh, my Lord. Mirror. My God. A 4K. What is that? What is happening right there?
You're too slow.
Shots outside. He's good in his positions. And look at him isolate these frags. What an ace right there. With a headshot. Nexa now has to fire back, and he does with 2. He's still alive, and he's got plenty of HP. It's the Glock instead. Shots 1, 2, 3. All headshots and all shots. Vintage stuff at the back of the B bomb site. He is getting shot in the face, mainly by Tolnu, who has been the star player so far. Remember, we pointed out and highlighted MBK. Such a solid, consistent player, but instead it's LDLC finding the headshots. Then with 2, 3, 4 frags. What was that spray down? Ramp gets shut down, and he is going for the ace. Knows where the 5th and final man is. It's Apex. Throws the rifle right over the top, but he gets sprayed as well, and it's a beautiful ace over by Ramp.
YJ getting taken down. Sorry, YJ. Raffia. Oh my God. Watching this guy op is insane. Let's see him pick up another one. Rafa with 3. He says bye-bye to Isurus.
Bye-bye.
My damn.
Backs off after nailing 1, and it shocks through the back of mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel, and that is classic vintage Shoxy right there. 12-12 equalizer could actually force up a 3rd map here.
Nailing 1, shocks through the back of mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel.
Charging him down, MBK with a opening headshot, quicker drops. I don't know if they know that this AWP is up close and personal, but they certainly do now. Jane fires in, there's a 2nd shot. Oh, and Jane does everything! Lines up 3 and 4 players! Unbelievable! The A bomb site gets shut down. How does he manage it? Every single angle covered.
Oh, whoa, whoa! Andrew! The Deagle Blaze picking up 2.
Bomb planted at the A bomb site, and Avantgarde with opportunities to close this series off. Now, Kicker, he's challenged up close and personal. There's a follow-up headshot. Just Sirison to keep this one alive, and he has the AWP posted in his hand. Follow-up flick. There's the first, and he has time on this clock. The Molotov placed, and that is nicely poised. Sanji here on the defuse. It's Sirison trying to bait the player out, but Sanji doesn't go for the peek. Instead, it's the AWP loading and the headshot. Sirison, can he find this bomb? Yeah, there it is. Just 40 seconds on the clock. Shocks instantly going to peek into this one, pick it open. Freiburg finding 1, but Shock's able to counter. S-Tag finds another, and it's Lucky versus 2 to keep G2 in this series. An instant headshot does give him a bomb plan, and now a 1 versus 1 against Stavin, who's straight through this smoke, and Lucky needs to find a finishing frag, gets tagged up. Stav knows exactly where this T-threat is playing from, but what a headshot. It's overtime. I'm Jamie Squid CS Stewart, and you're watching CSGO Fight Night.
Exactly like what it says on the tin. There's the first one. Nice flick upwards and HS doing all the damage. What was that? Who's he going to take the shot on initially? Thomas, Baymax, all three, Schneider. Perfect, beautiful play.
Hello, 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 one and all. How is everyone doing tonight? My name is, of course, Smith, John. I also go by SCJ, and I also go by Smith, John. And tonight for EFL.GG, we have the Quest and Blitzkrieg. And this match is, of course, going to be the lower bracket for the ESEA Season 30 Advanced Division for the North American region. And the reason why we are having this match is for relegation. Yes, so if you do not know much about the ESEA Season League schedule, we'll get right into that in due time, but for now, we're going to break down the teams. So, on one side, we have, of course, the Quest, and the Quest currently are 93 in the world, as allocated by HLTV. Their best map is Dust 2. Now, for them, they have quite a little pool of information for their information, and for Dust 2, they have won every single map that they played on that map. Now, those words don't really make sense, but that's because I'm a little bit of a fool that doesn't know how to speak. Anyway, moving swiftly on, we've got Blitzkrieg, and they are currently 136th in the world. Their KD ratio as a team is 1.07, and just like the Quest, they hail from these United States of America. Now, you might be wondering, who are these two teams? Who are these relative nobodies in the scene? Who should we pay attention to? Who should we care for on the team? Well, I'm going to tell you right now, that player to watch is going to be, of course, Exceed. Now, Exceed, he is 18 years of age, and he is currently playing for the Quest, and he is got a rating 2.0 as determined by HLTV.org of 1.25. Now, that's pretty damn good when it comes to a player of his level. And his KD difference is plus 88, meaning he has 88 more kills than he has deaths. And he, of course, hails from the United States. Almost all the players hail from the United States, with the exception of Jonji, also on the Quest. Now, I know that there's some questions going about as to what this match is about. And really, what I could get right down to is that after the Season 30, which is what we're going through right now, after the playoff divisions have been determined, after teams have moved up or down in the various divisions, there's always going to be spots that are missing and spots that need to be filled. And for the MDL division, which is above Advanced, which is what I'm casting right here, right now, there are currently 7 spots that need to be allocated from Advanced teams. No, I'm sorry, only 6, because one team is going to go directly into MDL, and that's going to be on the next match on the CSGO Fight Night Twitch in about an hour and a half, and that's going to be between Zone Esports and Thunder Logic. And if I can get my brain in the right place right now. So currently, this is what this match is about. Now, I don't recall where the Quest or Blitzkrieg are in the lower division right now, but I could say this. The Quest were previously #1 ranked going into the playoffs, and they immediately lost to... No, I'm sorry. They beat Identity Disorder in 2 maps, and then they immediately lost to a team called Team BBC, who then went on to play against Thunder Logic, who then got squashed. So they're still in the running. They could still potentially get into the MDL scene. And if there's any weight in my words whatsoever, this is the Quests to lose. This is absolutely the Quests to lose. They already competed in the ECS Pinnacle Cup. They did pretty all right. They held their own against some really well-established teams in the NA scene, but they never quite made it out. So they have a lot of potential. They have a lot of promise. A lot of these players have already played on teams that have proven themselves. Let's see. I think it's Jonji and... No, not Jonji. Who am I thinking of? There are players that have played on Soar Gaming. There have been players that played on Space Station Gaming, which are not exactly the most star-studded of teams out there, but they are still very, very good in the up-and-coming scene. So it's always very good to see some try not to say very good, some excellent talent coming out of these budding scenes, like the NA region. I know that sounds ridiculous, but if you've ever watched any sort of level of North American Counter-Strike, you know how it goes. It's always glass half empty sort of mentality. But that's beside the point. Ladies and gentlemen, what is your opinion on the Quest versus Blitzkrieg? I've already seen a little bit of conversation in the chat, but I want to get some finalized notices. Who do you think is going to take this? Do you think it's going to be the Quest? Do you think it's going to be Blitzkrieg? Do you think it's going to be 2-0 or 2-1? Now, I've already given my reasoning. I always have... I've got my money behind the Quest. Fun fact about Blitzkrieg. So Blitzkrieg, all throughout Advanced, they initially went by Orbit will carry because of the player named Orbit, who was always astounding on his team. Orbit then got picked up by the Fundamentals, who went on to MDL, and I think they're actually going into relegation right now. Didn't really show up. And so they had to change their name to Larry will carry, because Larry then became the big man on campus. And then after that, Larry just disappeared. I kind of blinked and I missed it. So now it's Boomy will carry. And then after a series of losses, they changed their name to Boomy can't carry, which I think is really fun and self-deprecating, especially since they won every single match after that. And now they're going by Blitzkrieg. Now, I don't know what any of that info means to you. I find it a little bit amusing in my eyes. But that's just me. So right now, we are waiting on the server to start up and load up. I just found the stream keys, so I'm going to load in based on that right now. And again, we are going to have the Quest versus Blitzkrieg coming up any moment now. We're waiting on the vetoes, and the vetoes actually just came in. Good thing I loaded right then and there. It's going to be Cash for our first map. Then after that, it's going to be Inferno. And then finally, if we go to a third map, it'll be Dust 2. Ooh, and we got some big money bettors in the chat. Won't say who, won't say how much, but let's just say, here's hoping that it's going to go your way. So real quick, I actually want to see the map statistics for all these teams in the Quest have actually played Overpass 3 times, as observed from HLTV.org. Of course, they have played more maps other than this with their squad, etc., etc., etc. They have yet to win a single Overpass map. Not one. And as for Blitzkrieg, they have so few statistics when it comes to what they have on HLTV, so it's very hard to say which way it's going to go for them. But for Cash, the first map, there's very little information either way for them. So this is going to be an interesting map. Meanwhile, Inferno, which has been the pick of the Quest, has been played 6 times. It's been half and half for them. Not played once by Blitzkrieg. Then Dust 2, which is of course the best map by the Quest, played twice, and then played once by Blitzkrieg. So we got a little bit of an interesting showing from these teams. I'm excited. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. Now, if I don't give it my all tonight, or if I sound a little bit off, it's because I'm a little under the weather. There's been a series of flus and colds going around in my area, so I might have contracted that, and if that's the case, I'm going to be very upset. But not as upset as one of the names that I just saw on the server. Oh, no. Oh, there's 2. Oh. What's the rating of this broadcast again? Oh, I'm upset. I've just suddenly become upset. Yes, I'm looking at the chat real quick. We're still waiting on things to begin right now. What's my take on Vertigo? I never got a chance to watch that. I saw the tweet come up, but it was after the fact it concluded. In my opinion for Vertigo, I do not really have an opinion right now. What I've played on it, it's going to be complex because it's basically 2 maps on top of each other. in the sense that, like, sounds are just going to meld together over and over again. It's going to be very complicated when it comes to any level of play. But I believe that the pros will be able to find a lot of fun ways in order to approach it. I also believe that observers, even though they're going to have a lot of issues when it comes to playing the map due to, again, to the sound cues and such, they're going to find a way in order to make it work, much like they did with Nuke. So really, only time can tell, and if players adopt the map, then that's cool. If they don't, then that's just a shame for pretty much all levels of anything. But that's really my take. Yes, Vertigo is now in the active duty pool, meaning that it's going to be played at all major events for the time being. And Cash is the one that went out. Cash, I called it from a mile away that it was going to go out because FM Pone, the man who created Cash in the first place, has been slowly trying to give it a facelift. And I guess that this is his way of saying it's almost ready. Let's see. Cobblestone, I'll be honest. Cobblestone is a map that I like more in nostalgic reasons than I do in actual reasons. The reasons being is that going back and playing it now, especially after the updates to Nuke and Dust 2 and Inferno as well, the movement is so bad. It's really, really bad to move across the entirety of the map on Cobblestone. And there's just so much unused space and potential just as well. But I could get into that at a later time. Right now, the knife round's about to commence, and we're going to get right into this game. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls and everything in between, we've got ourselves a knife round. A nice knife round at that. Oh, that's right. They choose sides. I forgot. So, I guess that... And you're going to see it right here. Oh, man. We can't be having that. Hold on, I apologize. I think I have to... How do I hide the avatars? Because we can't be having that on stream. Hide avatar images. There we go. Yeah, I won't go into that. I won't bring any more attention to that, but that's beside the point. We're going to go right into this match. It's going to be the Quest on the CT side and Blitzkrieg on the T side on this game of... Alright. There's always got to be one that ruins it for everyone else. And it's going to be a little bit of a slow one. All the T's are currently allocating themselves to different parts of the map. Poise is going to be the main aggressor towards the A site. He's not going to find anyone. He's playing for aggression. He's trying to get that initial confrontation, but it's simply not going to come. Meanwhile, lol. We're going to go with lol. Lol. Whatever. Lol is pushing his way up as well. He's making his way to the site. Smoke's down. Shots fired. And that's going to be Frost AK, going to be the main aggressor. He's going to pop the first head of the server. Oathkeeper is not going to keep that oath whatsoever, but Lol is going to push through, and he's currently laughing at the top of his lungs as he takes that head clean off his shoulders. 4v4 now. The bomb's about to be planted in the hands of Sexy Lolly. Now you see why I had to mute everything. Bomb's going to go down, and MCE is going to be questioning what he's got to do. Brought down to 14 HP. He's watching Poise like a hawk. And he's eventually going to go down to the shots of Poise. Voltage trading him out. It's going to be a 3v3. The bomb's taken away, and the Quest players need to come alive with the quickness. And these shots are simply not going to come through. Voltage doing his absolute most desperate of plays, coming in from heaven. But by the shots of Lol, he's going to be sent to hell. And with 10 seconds left to go and no kit on his back, he's just going to take one to the dome and get it over with. Blitzkrieg get their first round on the board. Now moving into the second round, we got 3 AKs on the Blitzkrieg players and 2 SMGs as well. Upgraded pistols on 2 for the quest. And then nothing but nades, and the nades are going to be making their way towards the boost position. And Sexy Lolly is brought down to half HP. What a shame for them. Now Lol moving into Squeaky. Helped out by some shots from Poised. Trying to keep his composure. And Frosty, he's watching the A main position. There was a lot of talk about this guy a few months ago, and all conversations kind of disappeared out of nowhere. And I never really understood why. He was such a phenomenal player. But now shots are being traded from mid. MCE and Exceed are going to be tapped down a little bit by that MP5. And now things are still at a standstill. 50 seconds left on the clock. And these rifles need to come in, and they need to come in fast. The double up by Exceed and Frost Decay could do a lot of damage, and that's going to be Squeaky Door opened up. That's going to be the execute coming in. Frost Decay is going to take down 1, make that 2. Great shots by him, but Idol and Oathkeeper are going to get 2 down as the lineup comes in for LOL. Now last one alive, Voltage, has got a tall order indeed in order to try to clutch this one out. And I actually just realized that Voltage is on here and not, someone else. There's a different player on now. HLTV needs to update their stuff. There's a 1v3 brought down to OV3 as Oathkeeper finds that skull and pops it real quick like a zit. That's going to be 2 rounds now for Blitzkrieg. Thanks to that save by Quest, we might be seeing a force-up? Yes, we are. MCE bought that FAMAS, and that gives the go-ahead to absolutely everyone else to do the same. Rifles across the board for the CT side and for the T side. A little more variation for the Quest side, though. Let's see where this goes. It goes here. A little bit of damage done to MCE and Exceed as well. Again from the mid position. Now LOL is playing a dangerous game, throwing that fire down. Where there's smoke, there is of course fire. And the fire is going to rain down on him from MCE. Traded out by Oathkeeper, traded out by Exceed. Now man advantage to the Quest. And I am absolutely not saying that name. We're going to go with GFC. I'm going to refer to them as GFC. And living up to his name, GFC is throwing down that fire. And the bomb site's going to be taken by the T side. And GFC is going to punch in those numbers. In the corner where they belong. 3v4 retake for the Quest side, and they need to come in mighty, mighty fast. But their hesitance tells volumes. And here come the smokes. The smokes are going to try to litter the side. Voltage is thrown up from atop. And the players are going to be moving out as well. Exceed's going to take down the first one, and Ginger is going to take out the other one. Sexy Lolly taking out 2 before taking out the third. And that's going to be a 3rd round for Blitzkrieg. Yeah, people are asking who GFC is. Just, context clues. I barely feel comfortable with saying Sexy Lolly. I am not saying the other one. Now Oathkeeper's keeping his oath, and he's going to take down MCE. That's the first one down, and the second one soon behind him is going to be Voltage. Now LOL's going to throw down that fire. He's got his mixtape out, and Frost Decay is going to try to pick it up as soon as he possibly can. He wants that heat, and he wants it now, but he's going to go down with Exceed. Last one alive is going to be Frost Decay, and it's going to be 5 alive for the T side. 4 rounds in a row now for them. So why? So if GFC is a proto, how come he doesn't call himself a proto? So that's even more frustrating for me, and the viewers as well. But even more frustrating is going to be this wild, wild push from the T side through the fire and the flames. There's going to be smoked out, and there's going to be fires out. Jonesy is going to make the first shot through the smoke, and he's going to find so many players along with Frosticay. And now the 2 for 2. And that's going to be through with you. Jonesy's picking up a nice little 3K there. Get the first round on the board for the quest. And let's just observe Jonesy's knife real quick. We appreciate that. You gotta love the Ursus Doppler. Oh, I love it. It's so goofy. Moving swiftly on, round number 6. We got the op in play for Voltage. He's going to be the one to watch this round. Unfortunately, that op's not likely going to see a lot of work because the players are moving more towards the A site than towards B. Frosty holding from quad. He's got the AUG out. A little bit of range and distance given to him by the scope is going to come in handy. Now Jonesy's going to make the first aggression, finding GFC out and taking him out. That dude got lit up. Now Lowell making his aggression, making his presence known from Squeaky. He's going to get shot in the back execution style by Frosticay. And now it's 3v5. And the Blitzkrieg, while not coming in full force, is starting to rev up its engine. And I know that the Blitzkrieg is not a motor vehicle, but for this metaphor, it's going to be a car. Maybe a mid-sized sedan. I'm thinking of Toyota Camry. Just gonna find another one. And Oathkeeper's gonna find himself another one, and for some reason we decided to go check out what Voltage is doing. He's probably getting a little lonely, and he's gonna move his way towards all the action, but MCE is gonna shut it down before it even starts. Jonesy picking up the 2K, and Quest picking up the second round. John G, not Joan G. Thank you for the heads up. Getting little alerts from the chat telling me pronunciations with names. A lot of these players I don't get to see play often. And for most of them, it's the first time I've seen them play, period. So it's always good to have someone from the outside looking in help me out. And yeah, it appears that Boomy's not playing tonight, which is a bit of a shame. Boomy, Larry, Orbit, none of the players that will carry are playing tonight. But be that as it may, these players are doing some great work, and Voltage finally makes that op sing, taking Oathkeeper out with the quickness. And he is just daring Poise to come through, but Poise is going to keep his composure and stay alive for another few seconds. 58 seconds on the clock exactly. Poise is going to try to channel Vintage Olaf, make that Tech 9 sing, but John G is going to do a little song and dance of his own, and the shot comes through. Voltage is going to lay down one. He's going to fall right back. All eyes going to be on him, and he takes down one, but unfortunately doesn't take out the other. Immediate trade by Exceed is going to maximize on that, and while Voltage does go down, he's still going to keep that op because Exceed is such a good friend. Now that's 3 rounds. So there's a very good chance that this might be the last time we see Cash in play for quite a few months. So what is everyone's thoughts on that? Now I know a lot of people are not exactly pleased with seeing, Vertigo in the play. Oathkeeper getting traded out by Exceed after taking out MCE. Great little play right there. Lots of aggression. I love to see aggression on this map. And that's honestly one of the things I'm going to miss the most about this map, is just the sheer levels of force that can be played into a map like this. And I know that the new one's going to have the same level. And oh no, Frosty, you got flamed out by yourself. You never want to see that. That's such a misplay right there. That could actually be the round. And that's looking more and more like the truth now, as Jonji, only on 3 HP, gets taken out, and Voltage completely on the other side of the map, left with his op, and with absolutely no chance to survive. All he can hope to do now is make a little bit of money, $100 at a time, and save onto that weapon with all of his might. But what he doesn't know is that, never mind, I actually saw the X-ray in the map and got things confused. I thought that LOL was hiding in the boxes in checkers, but as it turns out, he was in Z. My bad. So yes, this is going to be a 5th round for Blitzkrieg. And I actually want to elaborate more on my thoughts on Cache. Now, Cache is a map that I always love to play. I always really performed super well on it. But I find it to be cursed. Not like the shots of Voltage, oh. So, like, I always have really good games. We go 12-3, 11-4, 10-5, and then we throw it away. We go 14-16, and I always have, like, 30 bombs, and at 2 or 3 cases, 40 bombs. I do all the work, and my teammates can't. They just see, oh, hey, we got this great lead. Why should we try? But such is the folly of lower-ranked matchmaking. 5-3 now. Round 9. And luckily for the Quest, they had enough money saved up in order to buy into this one, but it's quite dire for them, especially for MCE, who only picked up a UMP-45. I'm going to have some eyes on him. The B site is totally opened up, and thanks to the great shots by Sexy Lolly, he's able to pick off Voltage and start the opening of this site. GFC holding from Squeaky. Sexy Lolly being brought down to 48 HP, while his teammate Oathkeeper is going to be brought down to 0. Exceed popping in just to have a word in edgewise from the highway position. And he's not going to be able to spot Sexy Lolly. Brought down to 8 HP. A great shot right there. Found a head through the smoke. And now things get quiet. 2-4 now. And Jonji, the lone man on the A site, has to deal with this Sexy Lolly real quick. But MCE is going to be the one that has to deal with the main aggression and the op. There's going to be 3 people on the B side for him to deal with. He's going to walk through the smoke and walk right into the fire and flames. And that's basically round. 1v3 retake, only a flash. Positional advantage to all the players on the T side. It's not doable. And Jonji knows it. I think I accidentally said Jonji a moment ago. But I do, of course, mean to refer to Jonji. But yeah, Cache is a really fun map. It's a shame to see it go, but I'm wholly excited to see what's going to happen on Vertigo. The kind of plays that you could do on this map are so fun. Like, about 2 weeks ago, I finally discovered that you could double-man boost on the B side over into Sunbeam and get a really, really cheeky pick off there. But you have to have a lot of communication efforts and it's just like all the stars need to align in order to get that shot, but boy is it fun when it happens. And a lot of history on this map too, like the Shocks wallbangs, the nifty wallbang, like drop shot from heaven to player on Tyloo and Z. Oh god, there was another great one. Oh yeah, and who can forget the fact that Vega Squadron 16-2'd NIP on this map. What a great time that was. But a less great time for the players of Quest, as they are basically on Pistol Eco. Voltage was able to save the op from the last round, and Jonji picked himself up an AK after an initial pick onto Oathkeeper. But they're still going to be at even man with 4v4 in this 10th round. You know, I'm gonna drop the lolly part. I don't feel comfortable with that either. MC is definitely not feeling comfortable, along with Frost Decay. They both got picked off with the quickness, and they're gonna be sitting by the computers twiddling their thumbs for a little bit, while GFC punches those numbers in and gets another round secured for them, as Voltage and Jonji don't even want a chance that they're gonna wake their way to the B site and secure these weapons for their next round. Simple double no-scope. How could I forget about that? Yeah, that's a massive one, and I can't believe I forgot about that for the split second there. Yeah, that was an incredible play, but not even Simple's best play. Like, that's what's crazy about that, is the fact that, like Simple and Olaf Meister might be 2 of the best players who ever done it. And I don't think anyone's going to try to tell me otherwise. Nico's a phenomenal player. He's great in the moment, but with the exception of the 1v5 Deagle 1-Deags on Cash from Headshot, with the exception of that play, there's not a lot of plays I can really think of that are just like all-star, need to be in the memory bank plays. But Simple, he's an all-star player. Olaf Meister in his prime was an all-star player. And really, long after these games have ended, their legacies are going to be cemented and then some, not only in Counter-Strike, but in esports and gaming as a whole. And honestly, we are so lucky to be in witness of these players in this day and age. Wait, there's a lot of amazing plays that are being talked about on this. One also great play, Voltage picking up that shot on Law, opening up the site, opening up the round for him. And then Poise is going to get the lineup, take down 2. That's going to be a third one on the side. Poise is just playing with these guys' emotions right now. Blink it and you will miss. Poised, absolutely keeping composure, and single-handedly taking over the A site. But Voltage, he still has a chance in this game. He's going to try to find that man in the smoke on the car. He's going to make this from a 1v4 to a 1v2. There's still very much a chance for him to clutch this site out. But he needs to move fast. And going from a crawling speed, he's not going to be able to do that very well. But GFC, he's going to be spotting him out, and he's going to be trading shots. He's already at 3 kills. Can he go for a 4th one? The nade's going to chase him down, but Voltage, time is not in his favor. He's going to try to go for one last kill and fall back. But he's not going to even be granted that. Voltage picking up a 3K, and Poised also doing the same. But the differing efforts, he's going to pick up one more, but Voltage is not going to be able to ace it after the fact. Oathkeeper's going to shut him down and take the op away from his hands, and that's going to be a clean reset for the Quest side in terms of utility and armor. And also guns. I meant to say weaponry from the get-go, but I completely messed that up. But luckily, the players still have quite a bit of money in the hands, and they're going to be able to buy up absolutely everything that they can. But their money is scary now. Cannot stress that enough. Voltage versus Oathkeeper on the op-for-op battle. And we immediately missed a firefight there. Lol picking up 2, brought down to 28 HP. And the bomb's actually lost in T-spawn. Not so much lost, but not placed there. And GFC is going to immediately rectify this wrong by picking it up. There we go. We missed another kill. Oathkeeper picking off MCE. And the lone man on the B site, Voltage, seeing the fire from Oathkeeper. Doesn't even want to peek. Seed, on the other hand, immediately going to get picked off. And yet again, we're seeing Voltage in a 1v5 scenario with the op in hand. And he's going to have to deal with 2 many angles all at once. He spots out Poise, and he's able to pick him off as well. 13 HP left on the man. Bomb still has not gone down.
Bomb has been planted.
Strike that. Now there's going to be a lot of info going on. There's going to be a man in checkers that's going to shoulder peek out, but get taken out by Oathkeeper towards his right. That's going to be a 9th round for Blitzkrieg now. And what should have been an easy peasy lemon squeezy map for the Quest is starting to get a little bit tense, a little bit intense as well. But so far, either way you cut it, it's been a very fun game. And if there's anything that I wish that I could have right now, it would be the little round-per-round updates for each player. Because I want to see how close these rounds have been getting for the Quest. And Voltage, oh my god. It's more to the advantage of Poise because he's gone through the smoke and just taken off his teammate. But Voltage, not spotted out by Oathkeeper. Gonna take down 1 and a second one. A great placement by him, picking up the op, and that's pretty much the best case scenario for him and the worst case scenario for the T side. Another man goes down in the body of Poise by the CZ75. Mind you, this is an eco, and the last man alive is gonna be Sexy. 1v4 now. And you gotta feel like hot stuff if you want to clutch this one out. But Quest, this is where the skill differential plays in, and it's going to play in real hard as Frosty picks up the last one with a pistol. Voltage, an amazing 2K to open it up, picking up a third at the end, and getting around on the board for the Quest. What a great play that was. My God. Do they even have headphones on? That's the kind of plays you want to see. Always and forever. Oathkeeper's already brought down to 10 HP. Lol is taking some shots as well, and MCE is going to go down too. He's been having a really, really rough game so far. He's now at 2-11. As you can see right here real quick. See it? Right there. Not at all a great showing so far for him, but maybe he's a T-sided player. We don't know this. But after that initial pick, 2 players are very low for Blitzkrieg. And XC, he's going to be the first one to see everything. He knows that squeaky door's open, and he's going to watch on attention. Oh my God, he's got 2 just like that. He's on a swivel. The man is playing Beachhead 2000, and he's able to get all the people from all sides, but unfortunately he couldn't find the third one. He's going to go down, but a 1v2 with Voltage on the op is a very, very good opportunity for him. But he needs to find this pick on GFC with the quickness. I'm just going to call him Ginger. Ginger and Sexy, those are the ones. Sometimes you got to do shorthand for long names. Poise, this is actually planned for him. And Voltage opting for the AK, gonna push in, but he's wasting way too much time. Sound cue's given off. He's not gonna be able to spot GFC. I'm sorry, Ginger. And he's gonna go down. Op lost. As well as round. We go into the 15th round now. Last round of the first half. And the Quest, they need to win this one to have a more comfortable T side once sides are switched. Ooh, it's going to be 61 degrees tomorrow. Nice. Sorry, just looked at my phone real quick. And Poised and Lolly are getting brought down to a lot of damage. That's about 100 damage done because of that fire. And now the boost is going to come in. The double boost, in fact. They're going all in on this top peak. Oathkeeper's going to find one. That's going to be Exceed. Pushed into the grave and out of his position. Then it's going to be up to Ginger to try to close this one out. Try to get the B site open. You get 1 kill, and it's going to be all theirs. It's going to be Voltage on the op. Voltage, as we've known, is scary on the op. He's going to spot up the hand, but the full peek has not come in. 4 men pushing onto the B side, and he can't find a shot worth a damn. He gets taken down, but luckily MC's finally woken up with a 2K, but the last men are going to be on the A site. 2v2 retake is going to be in the cards unless these T players hesitate just a little too much. And the bomb has yet to go down. John G and Frost Decay waiting for any sort of sound cues. And now it's a war of attrition. A staring contest to end all staring contests. No one wants to move. No one wants to make the first movement. No one wants to blink. No one wants to try anything funny. But those cues are all they need. And Oathkeeper, he's going to take an egg to the head. That's got to be a Kobe for the books. And now Law with 15 seconds and almost full HP has one hell of a big task to do. If he wants to try to clutch this one out, he finds one. And now Frost Decay, he needs to give all chase. He's got 4 seconds left to survive. Make your time. But Law, he's going to try to find him. He finds the man on Sugar Cube. And he takes him out, but not after time. By the skin of his teeth. Frost Decay secures a 5th round for the Quest as we go into halftime. My goodness. This game is delivering. And my sick ass totally forgot that he was sick. And is going to pay for it in the morning. But right now, we're going to enjoy this. and I would be remiss to say, but after this match, starting at around, I want to say 9:30 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have another match going on. It's going to be the Grand Finals for ESEA Season 30 North American Division Playoffs between Zone Esports and Thunder Logic, hosted by our buddy John Steezy, and he's going to be casting that on the CSGO Fight Night channel. So be sure to catch that as well as this one. But right now we're going to move swiftly into the pistol round and the quest. They are huddled together in a mass, and the B-side's basically going to be given to them freely as Sexy tries desperately to make some shots happen, and they simply won't come in. Poise coming up from heaven, trying to shoot down into hell, but hell hath be their new hometown as Poise takes one to the head, but only for 90. That's what you call but a flesh wound in this business. Now smoke out Frost AK is going to take a few shots towards Lol. 9 HP done damage to him, but that's going to be it. Now Lol's going to move his way into the side. A quick little gush right there. I'm not talking about the delicious fruit snacks in the quest. They're going to be denied the plant. Exceed's going to go down along with Frost AK, and the defuse is going to come in.
Counter-terrorists win.
Sexy's going to get the defuse in, but Ginger is going to get the 3K. Great play by them. Momentarily pausing for John G to buy a deagle. Didn't realize this is going to be a full investment, he says. So he got himself the best that he possibly can do. UMP's on everyone else. They're hoping to make a little bit more money. You know how the old saying goes, you gotta make money, you gotta spend money to make money. But I guess on the inverse, the saying can also go, you gotta make money to spend money. The two sides of the coin of capitalism flip, and they all look the same, and that shot is one hell of a great 1D by Sexy. Living up to that name, that was one sexy shot if ever I've seen one. And Exceed throwing out a smoke. I actually want to look at that just for a second. I like it. It's going to find one. Bring it down to 31. Now 50 seconds left to go. The quest, they need to wake up. They've already gotten a man down. And Fire is going to push players out of position. Boys flashed out, smoked out. He's going to take one out. And in a 3v3, Frosty K needs to get this bomb down with the quickness. Another man goes down for Blitzkrieg. The Blitzkrieg not coming in, but here it comes right now. Ginger is going to be pushing up from heaven. Going to take a nade directly to the knees and the shrapnel to the rest of his body. As Law inches in, ekes in from Tree Room. Frosty's going to go down. He's going to be the first casualty on this post plant. And Joji's going to pick up a great deagle shot from midair. Duck Hunt. Have you ever heard of it? And I had more to that, but I just kind of forgot where I was going with it. Be that as it may, we're going into round 18 now. 6-11. The second round conversion by the Quest is actually very, very fortunate because now Blitzkrieg are on a deco, if you will. As they are all on deagles, with the exception of Poise, but Poise has gone down, along with Sexy. 2 HP left on Janji. The bullet holes and scars show the stories that he once tried to tell. Where his words falter him, his flesh will do the talking. Janji, a man on a mission, a mess on a mission, with 2 HP remaining. He needs to come alive, and he's gonna find Oathkeeper through the wall, and he's gonna pound through the metal barrier that separates the two teams. And he's gonna try to stay alive as much as he physically can. But a 5v3 with one man, make that 2, falling back. Lol's going to try to pick off one more before falling back himself. He does have armor to save into the next round, along with a deagle. And he's just biding his time as long as he possibly can. Then he's going to escape. A round on the board for the Quest side is going to be a very beneficial thing, along with the fact that they have picked up 5 weapons. No, I'm sorry, what? I just got confused. I saw the M4 and the FAMAS, and I thought, oh, they picked them all up. And then I saw the 3 AKs and just started scratching my head aggressively. So be that as it may, they have 5 rifles in hand. But MCE being the lowest player on the team in terms of KDR and rating, given the worst weapon, well, I mean, that's kind of equivalent to giving your kid brother the Mad Catz controller, isn't it? Like MCE's bashing all the buttons he possibly can while playing Mario Kart. It's like, I'll play it too, but it's single player, and his brother's playing it right now. That's really the only way I could describe that scenario. Exceed, he's gonna spot out one, but he's not gonna be able to land a shot. Minute 10 on the clock, barely any damage has been done. Lol took a nade to some part of his body. I assume the pancreas. We're gonna go with the pancreas. And this push from the Quest is starting to happen. It's gonna happen real fast. The B side is totally open. And these CT players are not privy to that whatsoever. Given the fact that they're on pistols, they want to play in mass as one whole person. But that's going to be one whole person down as Sexy's going to go down. And let me tell you what's not sexy, and that is a closed casket funeral. MCE's starting to wake up. Now, I've been quite vocal about my opinions on the FAMAS, and if I need to reiterate myself, it's going to be this. The FAMAS is a stinking pile of crap, and I would rather play with a USPS than a FAMAS, because the FAMAS is a lie machine. It is a weapon that does not shoot bullets, it shoots lies. It does not put down players, but it puts down dreams. It is a weapon given to you as a very, very, very loud middle finger by a teammate or an enemy that you take down. It is such a disappointing piece of machinery. And the inventors and purveyors of the FAMAS in real life should hang their head in shame for the kind of weaponry that they decide to give the rights to Valve and Hidden Path Entertainment to put in a digital form in this game. Thank you. In short, I hate the FAMAS. Oh, that's gonna be disappointing. That fire barely saved the lives of the teammates of the Quest, but Jonesy and Exceed are not going to be so fortunate. They're both going to go down to Oathkeeper, who's brought down to half HP from the mid position. This is actually quite smart. So this is something that I see pros do, but I never see anyone do in matchmaking, is that they're going to have a CT player hanging out in vents, but never breaking the vents. That's actually very smart. That's a sound cue. So if you hear that vent being popped, that can mean a myriad of things. That can mean that the player is... that there's an additional player on CT going to be just like this, which can mean that the player could be timed out to anywhere else on the map from this position right here, which I forget the name of off the top of my head. So if you know there's mid presence prior from CT, and you hear that vent popped, that means they're going to be on B site or possibly even connector or towards CT. It's a double-edged sword, because if Voltage just now went to vents, there would be no sound cue for him. He could just walk right in and just take over the site with ease. So with 35 seconds, we can talk about game theory another time, because Oathkeeper's going to get tagged down to 27 HP after being fought out by MCE, and MCE, he's not going to do much about that scenario right there. The CT side is impenetrable for the Blitzkrieg, but not when Voltage is on the server. He's going to take out Ginger before going down himself. Now the last man alive is going to be Frosty, and he's got 15 seconds left to survive. Make your time. Ha ha ha. Oathkeeper picking up a 3K with the MP5, and he's going to get up a 12th round for Blitzkrieg. Is it the FAMAS or FAMAS? I don't know. It's one of those situations where I don't respect the weapon enough to even care about proper pronunciation. That is how low I see it. Anyway, this is of course round 21 right now. 12-8 is a scoreline. Blitzkrieg are 4 rounds ahead of the Quest. And after the initial utility expenditure, things have slowed down quite a bit. And that's something that I love about the NA. Oathkeeper found one. And MCE, always the canary in the coal mine, going out and dying first before everyone else. I would actually like to see a statistic from this map, seeing who was the first deaths every single round, because there's got to be a point when MCE is noted to not being played at his best level, and he just goes into a quote-unquote entry frag role. I've seen teams do that in the past, especially in this level, and the counter boost. Oh my god, he gets spotted out, and Voltage is going to fall back with the op. Double scoped in. He's starting to panic a little bit. Too many angles to play with at the same time. He's going to try to pick off Sexy, but it's simply not going to happen. Not going to connect. And he's barely going to escape with his life in hand. Now, this is quite the position from Sexy. He's going to take down one. That's going to be Frosty K. That's going to be quite a dangerous person to take down. And now the trades are coming in. Sexy Lolly is just doing all sorts of work right now. And Voltage being the last one, get a great shot onto Sexy. And a second one, my god, 1v1 out of nowhere. Can you see it happen? Yes, I did, but I cannot see him clutching it out as Ginger just demolishes him in the end. Real quick, if we could have a chance. This entire side of Blitzkrieg is playing so evenly. Everyone's pulling their weight. Everyone's doing a little bit of work. Whereas on the opposite side, Voltage and Jonesy are the stars. Exceed close behind. But Froste, who's usually a high-profile player, not exactly here. And MCE just barely getting started right now. That is not something you want to see, especially in such an important match. And I do not know where the Quest are right now, or Blitzkrieg, in this phase of the relegation games. But what I do know is that this is not looking good for the Quest, who were previously #1 seed in this entire post-match tournament. What I really love is when Auto Director decides to not work for the one time that I decide to give it the chance to work. So, in case you missed it just like me, Sexy Lolly picked up 2 great kills before getting the bomb site taken by MCU, who then got shut down by LOL. So that was a little bit annoying right there, but more annoying for the Quest is the fact that they're now 6 rounds behind. They're staring down a 14-point scoreline for Blitzkrieg on the opposite side. Now, this is, of course, the map pick for Blitzkrieg, so the Quest have an opportunity in order to turn things around on their pick of Dust 2 coming up. But if it so happens that this map goes the way of Blitzkrieg, we're definitely going to be seeing our way into a third map on Inferno. And that's going to be a lot of fun, as you know. It seems to be the great decider for a lot of players in the scene, and my god, MC shooting through that wall, knowing that someone's there. The timing was there, but the aim was not. Law's going to take down one, going for a second one, going to go for a third one. The lineup just keeps coming in! Almost takes down Exceed. That could have been a beautiful 4-piece. But Exceed survives with only 1 HP. A bullet to the head. He is bleeding out with a quickness. A direct impact flash grenade could take him out. But the bullets from Poise are going to be what does him in. Match point now for Blitzkrieg. And it's looking dire. Desperation sets in for the Quest as they try, and I mean try, to get back into this game. MCE, the lowest fragger of the game, relegated to nothing more than a deagle. Whereas his teammates have 2 AKs and 2 SMGs. It is do or die for these players. And for Frost AK, that nade to the knees, they might as well just said die. But John G on Squeaky, waiting for his time. He's going to wait patiently off screen. We saw MC pick up a great little 1D right there. Might have been a spray down, actually. Yeah, he's actually got 28 in the chamber, so that means it's spray down. And eventually got him. Lol takes down another one. That's MCE down. The troublemaker from the Quest. Taken out like it's a cheap date. Voltage also going down, but Ginger, caught in time out, is going to get taken down. And now Retake comes in. Oathkeeper's going to be the first one to aggress onto the site, but now it's up to Jonesy and Exceed to try to close this one out. They have 7 more rounds they need to complete after this. Janji being the last one alive. That's going to be GG's in the chat. And Blitzkrieg pick this one up 16-8 on Cash. And if there's not insult to injury, then guess what? That was a full 10-second defuse by the hands of Sexy. And right now, we are going to go straight into a little break. And that was, of course, Blitzkrieg versus the Quest. Blitzkrieg defying all expectations and taking down the Quest 16-8 on Cash. The next map is, of course, going to be Dust 2. And it appears that things are going to kick off and get started very, very quickly. But be that as it may, we got ourselves a nice little video for you. We're going to play that right now.
What you're about to see may disturb you.
Watch this. It's not over yet.
And we are back. Welcome back to EFL.GG's performance of Blitzkrieg versus the Quest for the lower bracket of the playoffs of ESEA Season 30 North American Division Advanced. I knew I was forgetting a word somewhere in there. So, if you missed anything of the action that just took place, you missed I can't even speak. It was so action-packed. A smashing by Blitzkrieg towards the Quest on Cash 16-8. And now I know I said before the break that we were going to go right into Dust 2, and I do apologize, but I must have gotten my maps mixed up because the next map is actually going to be Inferno, and Dust 2 is going to be the map 3 decider. So I do apologize for those expecting Dust 2 next. It's actually going to be Inferno. Now, thank you all for joining us. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for your support, keeping a lively chat. I do very much appreciate it. If you have enjoyed my casting, if you enjoy the channel, Feel free to give this channel a follow. You just hit the top right corner of your screen. If you really enjoy the channel, feel free to subscribe. We got some great things coming down the line to our subscribers in the near future. Feel free to follow EFL on Twitter at EFLGG1, the number 1, I should specify. And if you enjoyed my casting, feel free to follow me on Twitter at _Smith, I talk about a lot of things that are not related to esports, and I also talk about a lot of things that are related to esports. So if you can put up with me on the stream, then you could probably put up with me behind the screen. I'm going to work with that, yes. So anyway, of course, last map that we saw a lot of great plays by Blitzkrieg and the Quest individually. And right now, what we are waiting on is all the players to get into the server. So I just wanted to jump in and give you that update on what was going on with the maps, because before I left, I did, of course, specify that we're going into Dust 2 when it was actually Inferno, so I didn't want to jar expectations. So I'm going to get myself a little drink of water, and I'm going to let you guys enjoy this little compilation of great plays as casted by some of our fellow EFL casting members. So please enjoy in the meantime.
So with a little bit of math, I believe this is round 23. Math isn't my strong suit, guys. Don't worry about it. Oh, here we go. I already know what's going to happen. W7M, why are you guys just getting so annihilated? Oh my god! Mirror running out of bullets, but he's still going to go for it. So with a little bit of math, I believe this is round 23. Math isn't my strong suit, guys. Don't worry about it. Oh, here we go. I already know what's going to happen. W7M, why are you guys just getting so annihilated? Oh my god! Mirror running out of bullets, but he's still going to go for it. Oh my lord! Mirror! My god, a 4K. What is that? What is happening right there?
You're too slow.
Shots outside. He's good in his positions. And look at him isolate these frags. What an ace right there. With a headshot. Nexa now has to fire back, and he does with 2. He's still alive, and he's got plenty of HP. It's the Glock instead. Shots 1, 2, 3. All headshots and all shots. Vintage stuff in the back of the B bomb site. He is getting shot in the face, mainly by Tolnu, who has been the star player so far. Remember, we pointed out and highlighted MBK. Such a solid, consistent player, but instead it's LDLC finding the headshots. Then with 2, 3, 4 frags. What was that spray down? Ramp gets shut down, and he is going for the ace. Knows where the 5th and final man is. It's Apex. Throws the rifle right over the top, but he gets sprayed as well, and it's a beautiful ace over by Ramp.
YJ getting taken down. Sorry, YJ. Raffia. Oh my god. Watching this guy off is insane. Let's see him pick up another one. Rafa with 3. He says bye-bye to Isurus.
Bye-bye.
My damn.
Backs off after nailing 1, and it shocks through the back of mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel, and that is classic vintage Shoxy right there. 12-12 equalizer could actually force up a 3rd map here.
Nailing 1, shocks through the back of mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel.
Charging him down, MBK with a opening headshot, quicker drops. I don't know if they know that this AWP is up close and personal, but they certainly do now. Jane fires in, there's a second shot. Oh, and Jane does everything. Lines up 3 and 4 players. Unbelievable. The A bomb site gets shut down. How does he manage it? Every single angle covered.
Oh, whoa, whoa, Andrew, the Deagle Blaze picking up 2.
bomb planted at the A bomb site, and Avantgarde with opportunities to close his series off. Now, Kicker, he's challenged up close and personal. There's a follow-up headshot. Just Sirison to keep this one alive, and he has the AWP posted in his hand. Follow-up flick. There's the first, and he has time on this clock. The Molotov placed, and that is nicely poised. Sanji here on the defuse. It's Sirison trying to bait the player out, but Sanji doesn't go for the peek. Instead, it's the AWP loading and the headshot. Sirison, can he find this bomb? Yeah, there it is. Just 40 seconds on the clock. Shocks instantly going to peek into this one. Pick it open. Freiburg finding one, but Shock's able to counter. S-Tag finds another, and it's Lucky versus 2 to keep G2 in this series. An instant headshot does give him a bomb plan, and now a 1 versus 1 against Stavin, who's straight through this smoke, and Lucky needs to find a finishing frag, gets tagged up. Stav knows exactly where this T-threat is playing from, but what a headshot. It's overtime. Another man going down, and it is only Shazam left. 1 versus 3 here. This is a deadly dangerous display that I don't think is going to come to fruition. He's got 30 seconds to try and find this bomb plant, and he does so, but he needs all 3 frags right here. Shazam, there's the first. Back between boxes, and a great flick for the second. He knows that Fugly is closing in, but with the AK-47, he could actually finish off this map right here. Shazam needs the 3rd and final pickup, but this has to be a fast shot. Misses, and now he can close in, but it's the no-scope. Shazam, unbelievable stuff.
And now it's Wu in a 1 versus 2. He needs to breach open here, and he does spot out Freeman. There comes the crossfire, and Zaiwu, they both miss. I don't know how this is even able to happen, but with the AWP place, Zaiwu's able to find both. Unbelievable. Zaiwu. 30 seconds left. Hayes shoots one right over the top line and leaves Zaiwu in a crucial 1 versus 3. He gets tagged by the flash, and through the smoke, Case just gets caught off guard. He's able to do damage and stay alive for now another Zaiwu 1v2. This time to finish off the entirety of Inferno and to push them through to Nuke 1-0 up. Oh, there's a headshot. Oh, another one. Zaiwu. How does he even manage it? Time after time, they go through to Nuke 1-0 up.
And we are back. So currently we're waiting on all the teams to get into the servers. And I think there is one player that we are missing out on at the moment, whose name I cannot recall. So that's what we're waiting on right now. Thank you for joining us. Of course, this is EFL.GG's production of the ESEA Season 30 Advanced Playoffs lower bracket between the Quest and Blitzkrieg. And if you're just joining us, you missed a great match by Blitzkrieg. They bested the Quest 16-8 on Cash. My apologies. And what's even more important is the fact that that may very well be one of the last times we'll see Cash in quite a little while. That was, of course, Blitzkrieg's pick. The next map, Inferno, is the Quest's pick. And then the match to follow, if we get to a 3rd map, will be Dust 2. So we're having quite a great time. We've already got so many opportunities for great clips coming up. And I would be remiss to not mention the fact that on our sister channel, CSGO Fight Night, we've got one hell of a great match between Zone Esports and Thunder Logic going on. This is the grand final for the ESEA Advanced Season 30 Playoff Division. And you do not want to miss that, especially after what happened last night. So be sure to check out their channel. But if you're going to stay on this one, I do very much thank you. My name is, of course, Smith, John. I also go by SCJ, and I also go by Smith, John. And I thank you for joining us for tonight. Some of the best Some of the best and most dedicated fans in the world on this channel. And I do not say that lightly. And yeah, Zone is absolutely decimating their opposing team, rather, 13-2 right now. So the murder might be quick and painless. It's amusing. I'm actually going to load it up right now. I want to see what's going on. Because much like my viewers here, I am curious as to what's going on with one of our other casters, John Steezy. I'm Smith, John, and there's John Steezy, but I can't unfortunately talk about him much or about the other match because we're getting right into this next map right now. So the sides have been chosen. Blitzkrieg is going to be on the CT side, I do believe. Yes, it is. Blitzkrieg is going to be on the CT side, and the Quest is going to be on the T side on this map of Inferno. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to hear some hype in the chat. I want to see everyone get loud. I want to see everyone get proud. I want to see everyone choose their team and players of choice. I want to see some excitement. No negativity yet. None yet. No, 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 no. Only positivity. Only optimism. You're going to root for Blitzkrieg, or are you going to root for Quest? Do you think that Blitzkrieg is going to close this out 2-0, or do you think that Quest is going to bring this one back and take it to 3 maps? And ladies and gentlemen, everything in between, we're going to see that happen and unfold right now. So get yourself an entire seat, get yourself an entire sip, because you're only going to need the edge. And MCE immediately trying to make up from his last game, taking off the head of Lol and getting the first kill of the map. Great showing from him so far. I mean, it's 1 kill. And right now, all the T's, with the exception of Voltage, are moving their way towards the B site. First kill is going to go down for the CT side, taking off Jonji. Jonji. And these Glocks need to come up electric, but unfortunately, Sexy's going to take him down like the piece of work that they are. Trades are going to come in, but unfortunately, Frost AK is not going to be able to maximize on that, but Voltage will. The fast rotation from the lone A-site player is going to try to claim this site. They have body control, but unfortunately not round control. Blitzkrieg takes off the first pistol round of this map. And I'm going to get myself a lozenge real quick. Hold on. It's not sponsored by Halls, but I do want to say, I do like me some Halls. Oh, man. Immediately feel better. 1-0 right now. And the whole of Blitzkrieg, with the exception of Sexy, has SMGs. Poised has himself a FAMAS as well. FAMAS? Someone said I pronounced it wrong, and I never got an answer as to how to pronounce it. Pistols on the Quest side. They're moving in fast. And oh my god, a great 1D from Sexy Lolly. And I just thought of a joke if the opportunity ever presents itself. Now Sexy Lolly. Just watching this angle. 50 seconds now. And now the XQ comes in. The Quest have a quest in order to get this site taken off. And Ginger's going to take down one. Breach brought down 20 HP. The trade comes in. And Voltage is going to take him out. But it's simply not going to be enough, as Voltage is the last one alive in a very, very familiar situation of 1v3 this time. But just like last time, Deja Vu setting in. He is not able to clutch it. Did Poised... Hold on. Yes, Poised named his Shadow Daggers Brofist. I love that. Oh my god. Oh, it's so good! Oh, that's actually one of the best knives names I've ever seen. I had a gut knife that I called Penetrate Them Guts, named after a DJ Orange Julius song. Yes, those are all real names. And only now am I realizing how innuendo-laden that phrase is. My apologies. Try to keep it relatively clean here. Good flash. I'm glad we saw that. And all the players, for the most part, are tagged down for the quest. Molly's going to take out one, make that two, and MC's finally going to trade it out. He's coming alive this time, but unfortunately he's going to be the next one to go down. Now it's another 1v3. Voltage loves being put into these positions. We happen to have seen it multiple times on Cash. And we're seeing it yet again. Lone man for the T side, for the quest. Unfortunately, his quest has ended. 3-0 now. And speaking of quests, did anyone who has ever seen or watched Adult Swim, did anyone catch Tigtone when it was on the air? I think they still show it from time to time. But man, do I love that show. It's so absurd and goofy and just like plays into those tropes of high fantasy, and I just love it to death. And I love this grenade! No, it doesn't do much. That other nade, though, did a lot of damage to MCE. Minute 20 on the clock, a little damage done to MCE, but beside that, it's been a pretty clean round. Pretty being the operative word. Now sexy, doing better than being pretty. They are sexy. Taking off 2 heads for the price of 1. Now Frosty's got a tall order right now. Dealing with a troublemaker in Oathkeeper. Now Voltage, the chat-declared baiter extraordinaire, got out-baited by his own teammate. Now yet again, the Quest are looking down the barrel of another 1vx situation, and the number just keeps growing, seemingly. Went from 1v2 to 1v3, and now to 1v4. And you gotta be asking yourself, if you're a person on the Quest roster, or a fan of these Quest players, what is happening? Where has the skill gone? Because again, this is a team that they were heavily favored to just advance in all the different leagues and all that nonsense. And yet they cannot show up when it matters the most. But John G's going to try to show up, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Brought down to 10 HP. He's going to survive by the skin of his teeth. Taking out a second one, a great shot by him. All picked up on the hands of John G, and now John G is going to be pushing his way towards the coffins, and that's where he will rest. The irony is not lost on me one bit. Nice big swing by Oathkeeper is going to take Exceed out of the equation. Now it's going to be a 2v2. Frost AK's also waking up before being put to bed. Another shot by Voltage. When he gets the op in hand, he's so dangerous. He really, really is. Now he's got the bomb down. And he's got to figure out where Ginger is. And these paths, they will cross momentarily. A shoulder peeked out, and a head shot off. Ginger is going to pick up the round, and he's got that fire in his hand.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
Crotch. Moving on 5-0 now. Blitzkrieg have picked up 5 rounds in a row, and the Quest on their own map pick have yet to find a word in edgewise. Exceed is currently at 0 kills and 5 deaths. He's been next to useless on this server so far. But now that everyone has riflery and helmets and comfortable utility, oh, great shot by Lol through the smoke. But the best opportunity for the Quest is here and now, and even though the initial pick is going to go in the favor of Blitzkrieg, they still have a chance in order to win this one out. But this is quite an important round, and Boys is going to find one before getting immediately traded out by MCE. MCE, of course, the lowest fragging player and lowest performing player of the last game, starting to come alive in his teammates' absences. Absence. Plural, what's the plural of absence? Whatever, they're not here. Here comes the fire. Going nowhere. I'm glad we saw that. Keeper in pit. He's going to be the first one to see absolutely anything. MCE is going to be the last thing he sees, though. Now Voltage and Froste both brought down to one-shot potential, and they have to deal with LOL. And this man is laughing. Laughing in the face of what could potentially be a 6th round. Now Crossfire is imperative. Froste and Voltage are holding that down with such good intention, and he's just going to fall right into their hands. LOL has such a tall order. If he wants to have a chance into this round, it's simply not going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, the Quest finally get their first round on the board on this map of Inferno. Can I get a hell yeah? Jay Shin, don't start anything. That's your only warning. Lol and Poise each pick up 1 as Voltage and Exceed trade them out. It's a 3v3 right now, and Janji's going to throw that big green egg and try to take down Poise, but only going to bring him down to 14 HP. Now he's in a very dangerous situation as the bomb goes down. The players of the CT side are converging on to the Quest, and the Quest have one quest in mind, and that is to survive. Poise is going to get gifted an AK. Frostate's going to get flashed out, just barely escaping the milking of his eyes. And it is imperative that the CT gets at least 1 pick, and it's simply not going to happen. Poise is going to go down and get traded out by Ginger. Last one alive is going to be Sexy, and he's going to fall back despite the fact that it was a 1v1. There's no chance to survive. Make your time, run away from the bomb, and try to survive, and that's exactly what's going to happen for both sides, and the Quest pick up a 2nd round in a row. But most importantly, out of that round was less the fact that the Quest have got another round on the board and are continuing to break and have broken the economy of the CT side. Ladies and gentlemen, Exceed finally got a kill on the board. Yes, yes indeed. He is 1-7 right now, thus evading the whole entire unholy matrimony that is the James Bond number. He is no secret agent. He is no secret player. Now we wait patiently for the execute to come in from the Quest. Lots and lots of nades being thrown. Lots of fakes being insinuated. And a sole player on T-Apps in the body of Frost AK is going to take down Poised. Trying to flank and trying to find some info. Now I should mention that Blitzkrieg, they are essentially on an eco. Sexy Lolly bringing in the weapon from the last round is the only reason why they have a rifle and armor. Now, There's a significant stack onto the B site. And Janji's going to find one, but not commit to the trigger pull. And he's going to get taken down himself. Oathkeeper going to pick off that weapon. That's another free weapon. Make that 2, actually, because Sexy got brought down as well. And now those weapons are going to be on the B site as the bomb gets planted on the A site by the hands of Frost AK. Bomb goes down, 3v2, man advantage to the Quest. And now they're starting to find the rhythm. They're starting to pick up steam. Blitzkrieg are, as the chat said, a very, very puggy team. And it shows very much in their playstyle. The Quest more rigid, more fundamental focused when it comes to their executes. Sometimes they simply cannot play against the aggressiveness of these players. And Ginger, he's playing for something. He's playing for something great. If he could find out these players just trying to save, take him out, bring him low. That's exactly what he's going to go for. One of them's low. And he's going to go down. He did the damage that he needed to do. Exceed goes down to a rogue shot from Ginger. A great, great play by him. Doja who? Nah, but real talk, I'm actually a huge fan of. And I've said this before, but it bears repeating. I'm a diehard fan for Gambit. Hold your applause, but don't hold your hate mail, because I deserve it. Oh yeah, oh my god. Exceed picks up 2 right then and there. He was quiet for the start of this game, but he's starting to wake up in a big way. He picked up 2 free kills with a MAC-10 against Kevlar, no less. It's a great play by him. Now 3v3. All sorts of aggression is going to be slowed down and hindered by that fire. But poised, he is still pushing up. He's pushing up with all of his might. He's like a push pop. Oh man, I can't do another push pop. One's gonna get taken down, immediately traded out by Exceed. That man is low after all, and Exceed, he's got himself a 3K, mind you. Great movement by Ginger. Finally shut down Exceed, and finally shut down the aggression from the T-side, but he doesn't have a kit! He's gonna run away with the AK, and he's gonna try to run away with the loss. A Pyrrhic victory, if ever I've seen one. A 3K on the board for him, but a loss also on the board for his team. 4 rounds now for the Quest on what should have been a guaranteed L for them. There's a little bit of hesitation from the Blitzkrieg side. They bought in with whatever they could around this AK. But what they bought is not going to amount to much. And this is that puggy style of playing coming into play. I'm really glad I got a chance to see that. Now Sexy through the smoke, trying to find someone in the smoke to smoke them. That's simply not going to happen. That's going to be Jonesy taking out Ginger with relative ease and fervent gusto. That's going to be a man down for them. 4v5 now. The AK picked up by Sexy, and Sexy has been quite the dangerous player with that weapon when they get it in their hands. Now with 40 seconds left to go. The kills need to be found immediately. Oathkeeper's going to find one, but get taken out immediately after. 4v2 now. Boy's going to try to hunt for some heads, but get taken out himself. Sexy Lolly, the last one alive, with the AK in hand on the B side. Is not going to be able to try anything. He's going to just survive with the weapon. And we're going to count down the seconds until we get to the next round. I'm going to take a look at chat real quick. And that actually brings, someone's talking about something in the chat about, basically skipping education for favor of becoming a professional at a game, which now seems much more viable, but I assume when the person in the chat was talking about it, was during a much more fragile time in the esports ecosystem. And, like, this is something that people dedicate lives to. Like, they dedicate months of their time to a video game, which sounds absurd, even in this day and age, when it's a multi-million-dollar enterprise. But, like, you gotta give up everything in order to be the best at this game. Not only in Counter-Strike, but for what is mentioned in the chat right here, TF2 back in the day. Like, it's a tall order. Tall order. And I sometimes get frustrated myself and just give up on Counter-Strike after 2 hours. Some people play 14, 16, 18, 20 hours a day. Just to be the best. So when we see players on both sides of these teams not having the best of days, like we saw Exceed have a slow start, we saw MCE have a bad game last game, like, we're all going to have bad games. We're all going to have troubles learning the teams that we go up against and things of the matter. And the best we could possibly do is be the best that we can be, despite the fact that we're having momentary shortcomings in rounds, in games, in days. Oathkeeper is going to try to find the shots of one man on... Oh god, I forgot what it was called for a second. Boiler. There we go. You get taken out to 18 HP, quick succession. That double fire down did nothing because of that smoke, and John G's going to be surviving. But unfortunately, cannot say the same about Exceed. Run and gun taken out of the server just like that. Now, 28 seconds left to go. The Quest is going to plant the bomb onto the B site. A 4v4. Oathkeeper trying to get those shots stolen by Poised, though. And on the backside, Ginger is going to try desperately, and I mean desperately, to find himself a kill. And FrostDK, he is right behind him. And he's privy to that position, and he's going to take him down with the quickness. Lol is going to be the last one alive, and he's going to make this a 1v1, but MCE coming out on top with a 2k there. But FrostDK, of course, did better that round with a 3k. And now, for the first time in the entire series, the Quest have the lead. Yeah, Sneaky, that's crazy. Back in 2012, we got offered that. And, just for the opportunity, just for the potential stories that could come from it, I would have personally taken it. But then again, I was never very much into Team Fortress 2, even today, so I can't really speak on that. MC's going to take a little bit of damage from the fire, and Janji's going to finish off Sexy Lolly. And this is going to be a bonus round, essentially, for the Quest. But as we've seen in so many games, and I bring this to attention so many times over, a pistol eco is not a guaranteed win for the opposite side. We've seen so many games change hands just because of well-placed shots from the pistol. Just last game, we saw the Quest pick up a few rounds towards the end of their CT side because of a really great eco, and Janji putting a few extra bullets into Poise. Just making sure he is truly dead. Seed's actually going to get brought down. Oathkeeper with that 5-7 off camera. Able to take him down. 1v3 now. Lol's going to pick up an AK. That might be a consolation prize, but he's still going to have to deal with Janji right here, and he's going to get taken down because of it. A 3k for him. And a 7th round for the Quest. Round 13 now. Yeah, Sneaky, the way you go about that, that's actually very smart. And like, I'm gonna be brief with this, so I'm gonna be a little real, but, I basically built my life on missed opportunities. So, especially when it came to EFL, the moment that one of the casters, his name is Squid, approached me to join them, I didn't even hesitate. I just jumped right on it because I don't want to miss out on a single thing when it comes to something that I adore, like commentating. So, I want to give a shout out to Jamie real quick. Thank you very much to him for seeing the talent in me and giving me a chance. And I appreciate it. I really, really do. But anyway, moving away from the sappy stuff, minute 10 left on the clock. And the Quest is trying so hard to find a way into the banana. Into the B site, rather. But they've chosen otherwise. Killed a bit of time. Thought about some things, talked it over a bit. And they're swiftly going to move on. Now Arch is smoked off. Oathkeeper's privy to this. He's going to see the peek, but MCE is going to take him out with the quickness. He is all too knowledgeable about what's going on right there. And Exceed touching tips with Lol. He's going to take him out. And I do not mean to dinner. Now it's a 2v5, and Poised and Lolly are going to be on the B site. They're just going to save those weapons into the next round. We're going to see a half-winning round from the Quest. 5-8 coming right up. Yeah, yeah, Weasel, that's the thing for me. I really want this to be my career. I've tried having a career in so many other things. I was recently working at a t-shirt company. We started a startup with a few people from the internet where we made designs, sold them, and all that stuff. We made quite a bit of money off of that. I won't say numbers because I don't want to like gloat or speak ill or speak incorrectly, but we did very well. But unfortunately, the man who ran the company did not know how to run a company. I was basically doing all the work, and I got exhausted and left, and he let it languish and fall within 2 months. And I've also been a graphic designer and a musician as well. I'm a baker. I do a lot of stuff. I got a lot of fingers and a lot of pots. So, like, basically, what I'm trying to say is, I can be a one-man esports organization, runner. So, like, I can commentate your games, I can do the graphic design for your everything, I'll make the music for the, streams, and then for the players, I'll make them a nice little prepared lunch. Y'all feeling steakums? I can microwave you some steakums, just like real steak. Good. Yes, currently, if you've just joined us, I apologize for that little intermission where my brain just entirely broke for a second. But we are currently watching Blitzkrieg versus the Quest. It is 8-5 in favor of the Quest. If you missed, this is the second map of a best-of-3 series. And if you're just joining us, you missed a great match by Blitzkrieg, beating the Quest 16-8 on their map choice of Cash. Now, this map is, of course, Inferno. This is the choice of Quest. And if we go into a third map, which might just happen, we'll be watching Dust 2. So feel free to stay tuned for that. And just as well, got a lot of action going on. Jonji's going to take down 2. Voltage is going to take down 1 himself, and that's going to be a 2v3 onto the B site. And these CT players are left scrambling. And Oathkeeper is scrambling for some kills, and that's exactly what he's going to find. He's going to bring it down to a 2v2 now, and Voltage is going to get the bomb planted. Frost AK trying to line up the crossfire along with Voltage. A little bit of insurance from that op. I'm sorry, from that AK, actually. The flash comes in, and Lol finds him with the quickness. The bomb is going to be defused now because Voltage goes down. And that's going to be a 6th round for Blitzkrieg as we go into the 15th round of the first half. Now, I know it goes without saying, but if you are in this channel and would like to see more Counter-Strike action than what is going on right here and now, be sure to check out CSGO Fight Night. Currently, they have Zone Esports versus Thunder Logic in the grand final game for the playoffs of Advance. This is the lower bracket, which is just delegating the seeding for relegation stages that are coming up. But what's going on in that stream is far more important. That is the playoffs. The winner of that best of 3 go on into play the MDL season next season. Very, very important for one of those two teams. So be sure to check that out at CSGO Fight Night on Twitch. And Oathkeeper's going to check out Voltage like the book that he is. Oh my god. Exceed's going to get tapped a few times by Frost AK. That's got to be a shame. I'm sure communications are lighting up. Just Exceed's just going, dude, what are you doing? That's me, stop shooting. Ah! That's exactly what he sounds like. Now the execute is coming in, the counterfire is going out, and MC is going to be up onto the toxic barrels and take out Law. Now a man hidden in the smoke, that's going to be Sexy Lolly. He's going to try to find a word in edgewise on this, but a 4v4 after plant situation is not going to be very much in the favor of Blitzkrieg. This is, of course, going to be the last round of the first half, and it's round 15 if you haven't gotten to that point yet. Poise is going to take a bit of damage from the nade, and he's going to try to flash out and try to lash out at these CT players, but getting counter-smoked after that is going to make things very, very difficult. Now, this is, of course, the last round of the first half. I don't know how many times I got to say that, but they have to go for it. That's where I'm getting at. Goalkeeper on the boost. He's going to pick out a man from the sky, and that's going to be Exceed out of the server. Following soon behind him is going to be MC. Last man to go down is going to be Ginger. The bomb is going to be stuck down, and these shots are going to come in just too little too late. Jonesy doing his best when it comes to his aim, but not for his timing. It's going to be 8-7 now. Barely in favor of the Quest. I'm going to take a moment to look at the chat. Smithboy Sips, this is actually a best of 3. I might not have been so eloquent in describing that perfectly, but yes, this is of course a best of 3. The first map has already been played, the second map is being played right now before your very eyes. And potentially we might be able to see a third one. And right now this is not the pistol round, they are just chilling out for a bit. We can actually... Nope, now it's the pistol round. And yes, CSGO Fight Night right there, just posted in the chat. Be sure to check out that channel when you get the chance. I just plugged them just a moment ago. It's Zone versus Thunder Logic. I believe that Zone are a map up at the Sorry. And that's going to be one hell of a matchup. You do not want to miss that one. But if you're here right now to watch the Quest versus Blitzkrieg, I do, of course, thank you. But John Steezy on the other stream, he would very much enjoy a few more viewers for such a monumental match. Now the play for the T-Side. Oh my god, great pick from Voltage. That's going to be one head popped. As if it was an afterthought. Voltage just popped his skull clean open with a single shot of the USP. Just like Lol did to Voltage. Now MCE's joining in. Monkey see, monkey do. Boys is going to pick off a few shots onto MCE. Half HP left on the man. But there's still a man up with 55 seconds. Jonesy solo on the B site. Needs to play this perfectly. A man off screen is going to die on the A site, and Jonesy, again, the sole man on the B side is going to come in huge. He's going to take down one head, but he's going to run out of bullets. Now Ginger, with the bomb in hand, he's just going to go for it. He's got nothing to lose, everything to gain, and Jonesy's going to push right out and push him into the grave. First round on the board for the Quest. Trading pistol rounds, both CT. And if I could be a little blue real quick, I just recently got new glasses. I talked about it on my Twitter. Won't state company names because we're not sponsored, of course. But they're really good, really cheap. But the only thing I don't like about them is that there is like a texture on my head, on the arms, and they are tearing into my head right now. These headphones are very tight. So that's what I'm working with right now. It's a little annoying, I gotta say. Even more annoying is the fact that Voltage gets himself a kill with a FAMAS. Exceed getting himself a second one on the board. 3v5 against pistols. And we're just... You know what we love more You know what we love more than Counter-Strike? We love not seeing kills happen, and they just keep happening. Oh. Just stay on Ginger. 8 HP left on the man. That's all that's going to be left. 3 players remaining for the quest. Made it a little expensive by Blitzkrieg. But we're seeing double-digit scoreline for the quest now. Sneaky, I'd love to buy contacts, but like, I don't know. I've only got a 30-20 astigmatism in my left eye. My right eye is normal, so that's the only reason why I wear glasses. That and they frame my face really well. So like, I've got kind of like a shapeless face. I've got one of those inconsequential white guy faces. So like, I got a light beard and no chin or jawline. So I gotta wear the beard and have the glasses in order to give myself a little more excitement in my shape. And Exceed is certainly gonna build on that excitement. Nice little 2K right there. Last one alive is gonna be Sexy Lolly. And he's gonna go down with a quickness. Oh, thank heaven, the scoreline is 7-11. And the quest is on the top of that scoreline right now. I'm going to stop talking about myself because I know for a fact that you do not want to hear any of my nonsense. You want to talk about the game. You want to see the game. You don't want to hear about me. Who cares about me? Smith, John, don't like that man. The Quest versus Blitzkrieg, I'm all about that life. CSGO Fight Night, check it out on that stream. It's right there in the chat. You don't want to miss it. Now a quick nade's going to do a little bit of damage to Ginger and Lol. If I find out that means, if I find out that that actually says idle, I'm gonna be upset. Is there a capital D somewhere? No, that's a no. Okay. Anyway, the fire is gonna come out, and Ginger's gonna feel the fire, and I hit the X-ray key by accident. Exceed is gonna see right through the walls, because he, of course, is writing a word paper in Word.exe. He's gonna find himself a second one on top of the first one. Voltage taking out one, leaving Ginger the last one alive with nothing more than a deagle, a hope, and a prayer, and none of them being answered. 12 rounds on the board for the quest now. But all things considered, Ginger is having one hell of a great game. He's got 20 kills right now. Quick behind him is going to be Poised with 15, and then just after that, it's going to be Sexy Lolly with 11. On the inverse, we got Voltage with 18, Jonesy with 15, MCE with 14, and someone left. I did not catch who it was. Ginger, Sexy... oh, Poise. It says it right there. So, Poise has a little bit of a technical issue, I'm guessing, with their computing, so we're going to take a little pause right now. And, what do we do? Freeze time has been canceled. No. Okay. I was about to say, if they were just going to play it 4v5, that's ballsy. And even worse, if the quest lost the 4v5, that would just be... I would concede. I would concede right there. I would get the forfeit vote going real quick. But yes, right now, if you're just joining us, this is, of course, Blitzkrieg versus the Quest. It is 12-7 right now in favor of the Quest. And Blitzkrieg is hot on his heels. Now, Blitzkrieg recently won Map 1 in the Best of 3 series, 16-8 on cash. And they're hoping to close this out 2-0 in their favor. But the Quest, with the momentum that they have and how they're playing, it could very much go their way. And we could definitely see a third map, which, of course, would be Dust 2. But I will also say this, after extended pauses like this, especially ones that were not seen by either team, the momentum can be lost. So it's not so much about the previous round, but more about this round. Pushing up right in, he's going to take one out before going out himself. Frost AK is brought down to half HP, and him and MCE need to hold down this B site with the quickness. Now after the initial aggression, everyone's slowed down a bit. A lot of damage could be done by MCE with that firebomb. But only if they so choose to do so. Smoke out, counter smoke in. Now the flash comes out, MCE. Holding his metal just long enough. Oathkeeper trying desperately to find something in that smoke, but that second smoke's going to stop him. Now the fire comes in, and Law is going to find a great shot onto MCE. That's got to be really, really tilting for him. Now the lineup comes in, and he's going to get a second one! Frosted got himself 2 kills out of nowhere. Now the bomb site's in the favor of Ginger. Bomb's going to go down. The nade is barely going to miss him. Now Voltage and Exceed pushing together. And those footsteps are going to be heard. But who's going to go down first? Is it going to be one? It's going to be the second one. And Ginger picks up the 3K right there. Out of seemingly nowhere. They win that map and that round. Now we are currently at round 21. AKs across the board. Oathkeeper currently on an MP5. And what's kind of curious is the fact that you do not see MP5s in pro play or semi-pro play at all, really. I think there was a graph that just got released, a statistic stating that the MP5 was only used or bought 34 times across the entirety of the major, and that was for all 3 stages, so essentially 11 times a stage. Basically an accounting error, and Voltage, he is not erroring whatsoever. Picking up 2 quick and easy kills, practically gifted by the T side of Blitzkrieg. He's going to try so desperately to open up the site, slow down the push, and LOL and Oathkeeper are going to open things up just like a pick. Now Voltage needs to come in huge. Smoked off Church means that site is not going to be given to either side, and that's going to be the call. They don't want to chance this. They don't want to play at all into this, so they're just going to save the weapons into the next round. They have enough of a cushion where they can afford this, but how many times do you think they could do this? That's going to be a 9th round in favor of Blitzkrieg. It was a great, great opening by LOL and Oathkeeper. Taking up both Jonesy and Frost AK, but not to be outdone. Voltage picking up those 2 isolated kills on the op. Was wholly beneficial in slowing down what could have been a far more aggressive and loss-filled push. Now Voltage is on 20 kills. Now I know it says on screen that Poised has gotten 0 and 2, but he actually recently left the server and returned, and due to a bug with ESEA, once you leave a server, the information does not return once you return. So pay no mind to the fact that it seems like he's 0 and 2. I believe when he left he was at 15 and something. He was actually on pace to meet up with Ginger. Yes. So now Sexy, he hears the shots, he knows what's going to happen. The smokes and the nades are going to come out. MC's brought down to 81 HP. With a minute 10 left on the clock. It can go anywhere. Surely it can go anywhere. Surely. Time is ticking away as the shots are rattling out. MC is going to get taken down to 31, trading shots with Sexy Lolly. Here comes the fire, here comes the smoke, here comes the flash, here comes absolutely every element that there is on this earth and ungodly heavens. And somehow Sexy is still surviving shots from all sorts of different enemies. Trying to find that shot on MC, only going to bring him down to 14. It's still 5 alive for both sides. And the bomb's already down. we might see something mighty rare indeed. Around with a save, never mind. What I was going to say was, we might see something rare indeed around where nobody dies. But unfortunately, Voltage and MC are both going to go down to Sexy Lolly and Oathkeeper, respectively. But Jonesy's going to trade him out off camera. Get that little exit kill. Pad his finances just a little more as Blitzkrieg themselves pick up 10 rounds. Stay better hydrated. MC hoping that egg does a little damage, and it simply does not. Here comes a flash. Now you can't see. 3 players make that 4 in the apps position. This waterfall is going to hit mighty hard, and MCE is going to be the main aggressor in this. Here comes the flash. Here comes the boom. Ready or not. Here comes the voice from the south. One down, traded out immediately by one player, and it's good. The trades just keep happening, baby. I can't even keep up with them all. Oathkeeper's going to be the last one alive. He's going to take down one in a 1v3 situation. The last ones alive are going to be Jonesy and Frost AK on the Quest side. And Jonesy, he's going to take him out. John G. I keep doing that. My apologies. John G is going to be the one to clutch it out. And I really can't stress how much I love the Ursus knife. It's really, really stupid. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. So an interesting statistic that can be pointed out because Poised left the game and returned. He has yet to get a single kill on the board since he's returned. He's 0-3 right now. So clearly, the momentum shift was very much out of his favor. Cheeky little boost right there for LOL. I just remembered something that kind of bums me out now. So, I don't know if anyone knows of a player named Ace. He used to play on E United. Phenomenal, and I mean phenomenal opper. No, I'm not thinking of Ace. Never mind, never mind. I'm thinking of Yugi, or Jugi from Optic. I just remember that incredible run boost that he had on Banana onto the little wall right there. And I got secondhand sad because Ace has retired from CSGO and now is playing Apex for NRG. Really like that guy. And I really like Voltage right now. Voltage is just going absolutely hammer. And Exceed is going to nail down LOL with the quickness. Now it's 3v4, man advantage to the Quest side. 32 seconds left on the clock as the foe execute happens on the B site. The bomb is on the back of Oathkeeper, and he's running towards mid as fast as those little dumb legs can go. Now it's all on the line for him to get this bomb down. He knows where the placements are. He's got it positioning just right. He can get this bomb down and secure that extra money, but can he secure it around a 1v4 situation? And it's very much against him. He's going to take down one, but he's going to get taken out by Exceed, and the shot's going to ring out from Janji. I love it. I love it when that happens. Oh, and a full 10-second defuse comes in as well. A great showing from both sides that round. And an amazing one from Exceed, picking up the 4K and getting himself over to 20 kills now in regular time. Now, he and Voltage are still behind Ginger, but they're doing their damnedest in order to oversee them, to succeed him in kills. And this could go the distance. The Quest are currently at 14 rounds now. And like it's been stated in the past, Blitzkrieg are a very, very puggy team. Meaning that they don't play with certain executes in mind. They play play with no holds barred, all risks on the field. Oathkeeper's going to take down one and go down in the fire as well. Traded out by Poise. It's now a 3v3. Bomb going down onto the B site. And Voltage getting that entry pick. Might as well be go-ahead for them to try to retake this thing, and that's exactly what's going to happen. A great, great flick from Voltage. He's going to secure the match point for the quest. Ladies and gentlemen, and everything in between, guess what? We might be seeing a third map after all. But it's not over yet. Blitzkrieg can still rally back. They have the money, they have the opportunity, they have the gumption to do so. But if they're going to do it, they got to do it right now. Sneaky, what is BMS? Because when you say that, I think of Blue Mountain State, which, if you've never seen Blue Mountain State, please go watch that. It's such a fun show. There's an episode affectionately referred to as the Drug Olympics. Great trade out there by Sexy. Voltage being tagged down. Drug Olympics. There's an episode where the titular character, he's got like this big, buff, Chad-like jock man. Takes full control, is very, very, very much an alpha male type. There's that one point where they're like, okay, we're gonna play football, but no teams. And I quote, I shout that line all the time whenever I get the chance to. Just shout, no teams, no teams. As I proceed to run into a wall with my eyes closed. I got duct tape all over my face, it's great. And Oathkeeper, he's moving in for something even better. Trying to hunt down these last two CT players, and he's going to get hunted himself. And now Voltage and Frosty, they need to hold on to these weapons, as this round is going to very much go the way of Blitzkrieg. So scoreline's going to be 15-11. Still match point in favor of the quest. Bad manners.
Terrorists win.
Thank you, Zaydog. I very much appreciate that. If you would like to see more casting, if the game is still even going, actually, feel free to catch what's happening on our sister stream on CSGO Fight Night. That is going to be our main Counter-Strike stream. And I believe it's still live. Yes, it is. It is currently Zone Esports versus Thunder Logic, and they're playing on Train. It's currently in the favor of Zone Esports 12-8. So if you'd like to see more Counter-Strike after this, be sure to check that one out. It's going to be one hell of a great match on that server. I don't know why we're watching Voltage here. Just kind of realized that. I was looking at the chat real quick. And I let things languish for just a moment too long. I don't even know how long he was watching that angle. 55 seconds left on the clock. It had to have been at least a minute long. Now the XU comes in after much bated breaths. Frosted K is going to be the first one to make an entry in, and the shots are going to come in from all sides. And I love the fact that we're watching XC who's doing absolutely nothing, and the bomb is going to not go down, and the win is going to go in the favor of the quest. It's going to be 16-12 at the end of all things considered. And I'm not talking about the show on NPR. I don't know why it took me a second to think about that. So yes, we are going into match number 3. It's going to be on Dust 2, and I hope absolutely every single one of you are excited as I am. Now, if you enjoy the casting, be sure to follow EFL here on Twitch to keep up to date with everything that's going on. If you really enjoyed it, be sure to subscribe. There's a lot of great stuff coming down the line for subscribers of EFL.GG. If you need some more Counter-Strike action right now, be sure to watch CSGO Fight Night on our opposite channel. We got a great match going on right then and there. You do not want to miss what's going on there. But for now, I'm going to take a little bit of a breather as we wait for the next match to commence. And I sincerely hope I will find you here when I return.
Bye-bye to Isurus.
Bye-bye.
My damn.
Backs off after nailing one, and it shocks through the back and mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel, and that is classic vintage Shoxy right there. 12-12 equalizer could actually force up a third map here.
Nailing one, shocks through the back and mid, still with plenty of bullets in the barrel.
Charging him down, MBK with a opening headshot, quicker drops. I don't know if they know that this AWP is up close and personal, but they certainly do now. Jane fires in, there's a second shot. Oh, and Jane does everything. Lines up 3 and 4 players. Unbelievable. The A bomb site gets shut down. How does he manage it? Every single angle covered.
Oh, whoa, whoa! Andrew! The Deagle Blaze picking up 2.
Bomb planted at the A bomb site, and Avantgarde with opportunities to close his series off. Now, Kicker, he's challenged up close and personal. There's a follow-up headshot. Just Sirison to keep this one alive, and he has the AWP posted in his hand. Follow-up flick. There's the first, and he has time on this clock. The Molotov placed, and that is nicely poised. Sanji here on the defuse. It's Sirison trying to bait the player out, but Sanji doesn't go for the peek. Instead, it's the Orgloudin and the headshot. Sirison, can he find this bomb? Yep, there it is. Just 40 seconds on the clock. Shocks instantly going to peek into this one. Pick it open. Freiburg finding one, but Shock's able to counter. S-Tag finds another, and it's Lucky versus 2 to keep G2 in this series. An instant headshot does give him a bomb plan, and now a 1 versus 1 against Stavin, who's straight through this smoke, and Lucky needs to find a finishing frag, gets tagged up. Stav knows exactly where this T-threat is playing from, but what a headshot. It's overtime. Another man going down, and it is only Shazam left. 1 versus 3 here. This is a deadly dangerous display that I don't think is going to come to fruition. He's got 30 seconds to try and find this bomb plant, and he does so, but he needs all 3 frags right here. Shazam, there's the first. Back between boxes, and a great flick for the second. He knows that Fugly is closing in, but with the AK-47, he could actually finish off this map right here. Shazam needs the 3rd and final pickup, but this has to be a fast shot. Misses, and now he can close in, but it's the no-scope. Shazam, unbelievable stuff.
And now ZywOo in a 1 versus 2. He needs to breach open here, and he does spot out Freeman. There comes the crossfire, and ZywOo, they both miss. I don't know how this is even able to happen, but with the AWP place, ZywOo's able to find both. Unbelievable. ZywOo, 30 seconds left. Hayes shoots one right over the top line and leaves ZywOo in a crucial 1 versus 3. He gets tagged by the flash, and through the smoke, Case just gets caught off guard. He's able to do damage and stay alive for now another ZywOo 1v2. This time to finish off the entirety of Inferno and to push them through to nuke 1-0 up. Oh, there's a headshot! Oh, and another one! ZywOo! How does he even manage it? Time after time, they go through to nuke 1-0 up.
He is waiting, and Nexa with an instant assassination. They spot out Kicker as well. He goes for the cross, and well, this is the flash over to allow the peak for Otto. But yeah, what a nuts shot! Kicker, he's gone.
For Otto, but yeah, what a nuts shot!
Oh, what's this? Oh my god, it's over. That's over. Mal's career is over. Mal can never play Counter-Strike again. I don't care what happens. He can never play Counter-Strike ever again. That's it. Done.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to EFL.GG's production of ESEA Season 30 Advanced Lower Bracket Finals in the playoffs, or something along those lines. There's always so many different things that I gotta remember for that one, but we have the Quest versus Blitzkrieg right here, and if you just missed the last map, you missed the Quest barely squeaking by and getting Inferno closed out 16-11 in their favor. And before that, we saw Blitzkrieg power through and destroy the Quest 16-8 on cash. So now, where does that take us? That, of course, takes us to map 3, and we're going to be on Dust 2. So, now that the dust is settled and everyone... dust. Now that everything is settled, and we are looking at a third map, and after seeing how these players have played so far, who do y'all got? Are we going to see the Quest move on, or are you going to see Blitzkrieg do the thing? I want to see you in the chat, and I want to see you right now. Alright, Zaydogs, don't you dare. Straight up, I do not condone the use of this phrasing or word or anything like that. I think it's just bad, but straight up, when people call me Swagger Souls, it straight up, like, triggers a flight or flight response, cause, I hate it, man. I get Swagger, I get, the War Owl, I get, what's the other one, Raccoon Eggs? I get all those, and I get it. I'm an interchangeable white guy with a nice voice. Oh. Yes, but right now we are currently waiting for the warm-up to end for the Blitzkrieg and Quest sides on the server. We, of course, are going to go into map 3, and that map 3 is going to be Dust 2. I really hope you're as excited as I am. I would be more excited, but like I said at the start of the stream, I'm a little under the weather. But I can't be under the weather when we got great matches such as this, and ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get kicked right off into the knife round. So, the first 2 maps had a sort of knife round, but sides have been chosen before things kicked off, like who's going to be CT, who's going to be T. So right now we are seeing the first knife round of this best of 3, and the CT players are actually just they're just chilling at home, which is a really, really trolly way in order to go about this. And Poised, he's just going to be AFK. I kind of love that. He just took it. He's still grabbing the water. Which reminds me, everyone, make sure you stay hydrated. This is not a joke. You do not want to be dry-mouthed when it comes to things like these. And now, ladies and gentlemen, sides have been chosen. The freeze time is ended. The burp has come out of my body. And now, ladies and gentlemen, We're about to commence map 3. This is going to be the final map. This is going to decide something. I don't actually know what this is for. But be that as it may, it's going to be the Quest versus Blitzkrieg. And we're going to get right into things. Now immediately we're going to see a rush up mid by Exceed and Janji. Janji is going to be playing on to Cat, and Exceed, he's going to try to catch off someone off guard, and that's someone is possibly going to be Oathkeeper, but he's already going to be spawning out Janji. Janji's going to be dealing with him. And so many others. Now the peek comes out and Exceed's going to pick up himself up one. That's going to be a Glock in the hand. And off screen, we're going to see Law go down to Frost AK. Frost AK is going to go down as well from Finger. Did I say Finger? I, of course, mean Ginger. Now he's going to try to re-aggress and try to find something. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to take MCE out of this game, out of the system, out of this world. Before he falls soon past. Everyone else cleans up. And that is going to be a 2K for Exceed to start off this game of Dust 2. And now, Dust 2 is a very, very momentum-based map. And if the Quest can pick up this next round and the first rifle round, then we might see ourselves a very one-sided affair in the favor of the Quest. And I actually watched the Quest play once during the regular season. I was quite fortunate to be able to do that. And Janji's quite fortunate to get flashed out, but still find a man, and he's going to find two more. All eyes are going to be on Janji. Janji gets himself the ace. Just like that. Blink and you'll miss it. There's going to be yet another ace on the field by an AUG. And I think I'm just lying to myself and having memory lapse issues. But that might actually have been the first one so far in the game. That was a very, very clean and clear round. And I'm not talking about Acme products. Now we move on to the third round. Rifles in the hands of all players now. Sexy Lolly's going to be brought down to half HP. And he's still playing in the fire. He's got HP. Come on now. Now's not any time for some lollygagging. Oh, all the bad luck to Sexy Lolly. Didn't see a single person throughout the entirety of that round and still died. Oh, you know, you never want to see it happen, but you love it when it happens. And now the last person alive for Blitzkrieg is going to be Oathkeeper. And Oathkeeper needs to keep his word and say, yes, I'm going to clutch this round. 1v3 situation. And if anyone's going to be able to do it, it might just be him. Footsteps are being heard. The bomb's going to be planted in Janji. He's not even going to chance a rogue peek. He's going to find that man and take him down after the plant. He's going to pick up another gun, and he's still going to put some bullets in him. I love it. Shoutouts to Flusha. Now they're going to go shopping. They found themselves an AUG. They found themselves some AKs. They're just going to carry those into the next round. And ladies and gentlemen, they got themselves a third round on the board with ease. Not as much ease as the previous round. As the previous round. But still, relatively easy. Janji currently sitting at 7 kills. No deaths. A reverse James Bond. Now we move into round 4, and nades are going to be traded out. Lol. I'm not laughing. I'm crying. He's got 52 HP left on his body. All players are moving their way towards the A side. Oathkeeper is going to be on Cat. He's going to be spotted out by Exceed in due time. That nade timing was so poor, but he's going to find the head of Oathkeeper. And now that's going to be an absolute smattering of utility on his body. All attention is being paid to the man on Cat, and the 3 players up onto the A side are going to be found out. Oathkeeper's going to take down one before getting traded out, but now Exceed is going to be pushed away from the site. All 3 players on the T side have just been gifted the A site. And now they're scrambling. The CT players need to make their way onto the site. They need to make their way onto the site fast. Frost AK from the CT position, Exceed and Janji from Cat. He's going to find out one on Goose, and that one is going to be Ginger. And he's going to be taken down by Janji along with his teammate. Last one alive is going to be Lol, and he's going to come in absolutely huge. And the only thing that's going to be huge is the body bag that him and his teammates are going to be pulled out on. 4 rounds now for Quest, and the momentum is very, very much in their favor as Janji adds to his score line. He has an ADR of 222. That is insurmountable. That is amazing. He is playing like he wants to move on to MDL. And like I said at the start of the stream, the Quest were #1 seed in the playoffs and went out at the best of 8. At the round of 8, rather, the quarterfinals. And this is essentially their second chance. Normally this stuff does not happen. But due to many, many teams falling out and basically being dead teams during the last MDL season, many, many more opportunities have been opened up for the relegation stage for many of these teams. So while these teams have already lost their chance of being automatically put in to MDL, these teams still have a chance in order to get in from the relegation stage. So that's what they're playing for right now. They're playing for that, and they're playing for seeding. And ladies and gentlemen, if you are not watching the opposite stream, Zone Esports are going to be going on into MDL. They have bested Thunder Logic in the grand final of the Season 30 Advanced. And I am oh so excited to witness that happen. I have been behind Zone from the get-go when they're still under the Mask Esports name, and I am incredibly happy for the players. Very, very deserved for them. But moving quickly on, we're going to see absolutely nothing because I missed everything. Well, all eyes are going to be on Lol. 8 HP, 35 seconds. The only thing he could possibly ever do is die or survive with the weapon. And that nade is barely going to miss him, but those shots certainly are not. Lol, basically in a final destination setting, survived death just long enough in order to tell his friends what's going on, and then proceeded to die. MC was the only casualty that round, and yet again, he's having a slow game. But when you have a teammate like Janji doing all the work, you could have yourself a slow game. Because of course, you're going to have that man behind you doing the work of 3. Now we're moving into round 6, and Voltage is immediately going to pop a shot into Poise. And he's going to do the same to Lolly. Oh my god, he's picked up a 3rd one! Voltage, what are you doing? You can't do this right now! You absolute madman! A great 3-piece on the cat position, and I've got a side of fries to go along with it. What a great, great play from the main opper of the Quest. 6-0 now on the scoreline for the favorite team of this game. And on the opposite side of the scoreline, we see Sexy Lolly with goose eggs. That's right, we got 0 deaths. 0 kills, 0 assists, and 6 deaths. So it's up to Sexy Lolly to get at least 1 kill on the board before going down, or else they're going to be seeing themselves as a secret agent. And by secret agent, I mean a laughing stock of the server. And Exceed, he's laughing through the pain as he only has 1 HP left on his body. He's going to throw out the nade before it lands on absolutely nothing. And Poise, with a smoke in his hand, is going to be caught off guard. And Sexy Lolly has become a secret agent, going 0-7 in this round. 3v2 now, minute 20 left on the clock. This is a very fast-moving round. And now Ginger on secret boxes. I actually don't know what to call this site. What would you call this? Ninja? We're going to go with Ninja. He is a ninja. Does anyone remember Ask a Ninja? It was a very, very early YouTube thing. I was just recently reminded of that. It creeped back up into my life like a bad girlfriend. Bomb's gonna be tossed over, as will the body of Lol, and now the last man alive is gonna be Ginger, and he's got a 1v3. He's gonna stare down the barrel of. He spot out the ass of Frost AK, and he's got some things he want to shove in it. Bullets. I'm talking about bullets. You nasty. And Exceed. He has 1 HP, but he still wants to be the main aggressor here. And you know what? I've got to give kudos to him. Exceed was one of the star players for the former Sword Gaming lineup about a year ago. And he never really bounced off after that. But I'm still excited to watch him play right now. 18 seconds left on the clock. Ginger fire crotch. He is about to feel the fire and the flames in which we carry on. Now the SU comes in and Exceed. He's going for the knife! He's actually going for the defuse. 1 HP and a dream. Exceed survives in the round with a kill in hand. And he gets 7-0 on the board. And we're going into round 8, and like I said, momentum be very in the favor of the Quest. Jonesy finally finds himself a first death. He is human after all, and I'm not talking about the Daft Punk album, but we do have 2 ops in play, and Jonesy feeling hot as ever. He's going to pick up that op and let Voltage hold on to the B site. A site, my apologies. There's 2 sites, and I somehow messed that up. Taking a little bit of damage, forced away from the position. Jonesy's got all eyes on him. And by all eyes, I, of course, do mean mine. Voltage and Exceed are both going to go down. And the B site's opened up. Jonesy needs to go in absolutely huge, but the A site's actually going to be the one where the aggressors are going to go. So while distracted, he's going to get taken down. The A site's going to go the way of the T's. 1 man down, MCE went for it. And now, Blitzkrieg have seen themselves their first round on the board. And can I just say something real quick? Real quick, can I just say something? If I have a moment of your time, can I have a moment of your time to say something?
Shoutouts to Brazil.
So yes, while Blitzkrieg have fought off the possibility of being 16-0'd by the Quest on this map, it is still very early and it can still very much go anyone's way. As Oathkeeper picks himself up the opening kill on the round. He's fighting off and fighting back Frost AK, who's currently trying to sit in the car and get out of here, but he's going to be put into the trunk where he belongs, like the dead body that he is. Poise finds himself that kill, and he opens up the B site in his favor. And now 3 men on the B site. A great shot by Oathkeeper. Last one alive is going to, of course, be Voltage. And Voltage, he needs to find this man. What a great flick from him. Sexy Lolly is now going to be sitting in a casket. Sitting in a casket. Hell, with as great of a shot as that was, you might as well just cremate him. Now Voltage, I don't know if he wants to go for this, if he's just playing for exits. That's exactly what's going to happen. He's going to find one, not land the shot, but both of them are going to be right on his tail, Oathkeeper and Ginger. The bomb ticks away. A second round going to be on the board for Blitzkrieg, and Voltage going to escape with his life. And that lead's starting to shrink now. The bank is not great for any of the players. Janji, the top frag, being gifted an AUG after having nothing in the bank. They're gonna be able to afford into this one, but it's still gonna be scary if they were to lose this next one out. Meanwhile, the money for the Blitzkrieg side is appalling. And Oathkeeper almost making that lineup happen, just barely gets away from him. And now a man down, the Quest need to recollect themselves and try to allocate resources where they can. Frostay's watching the mid-push. Voltage playing passive from CT, my apologies. And Janji on the B site. There's no one on A, and that means that there's no one able to watch this cross happen. Voltage needs to turn around right now and see what's about to come down. The cross occurs and no one is spotted. Voltage needs to time this nade and place it just right, and it's simply not going to land. Absolutely everything is falling out of the favor of the Quest side, and with the money where it's at, they're just going to save. And I do not blame them in the least bit. That's going to be 3 rounds now for Blitzkrieg. And the momentum has shifted, ladies and gentlemen. Got a lively discussion right now. Now it's round 11. We got AUGs across the board. We got ourselves 4 AKs and 2 ops. 1 in the hand of Voltage, 1 in the hand of Ginger, and Oathkeeper's going to be the main aggressor off the A side again. Like I said, these players play very puggy, and Oathkeeper, he is the puggiest of them all. But Voltage is going to outplays, but just being a better offer, an Oathkeeper swinging wide and taking out Exceed. And Voltage answers back with another one. He's going to fall off from long and try to reposition himself into a more advantageous position. Frost A position given. That's going to be Lul's cue to just come in and rock his world. Now a man down. Frost A and MCE. They might just go for this. If Voltage gets this initial pick, that's going to be go ahead for them to go for it. But we are not seeing head or hide of anyone, and Voltage is actually going to get taken down by a flank. Oh no, you never want to see it happen. MCE is going to go for it as well, but he's going to get taken down 2 alive for Blitzkrieg as they pick up a 4th round in a row. Out on a few things. 7-4 is what the scoreline is right now. MCE hugging that corner. Bullets gonna be hugging that head with the bullets. That just something. I don't know. That one was kind of lost on arrival. You ever just have moments like that? Anyway, John G's gonna take just an inkling of damage, brought down to a whole 99. Free flash. Free AK. Nice little shopping excursion for him. But now with 1:10 left on the clock, the A side has been gifted it yet again from the side. And shooting through the smoke, Frost AK is going to be brought down to 13 HP. And he's hoping that fire does not spread. It's nowhere near him, but you still cannot judge that from periphery. And my god, Oathkeeper just... Oh my god, Oathkeeper, you mad dog. Got himself a win off that 1v3, and I never even had a chance to react. And now the pause is coming into play because the Quest has lost 5 rounds in a row, and they do not want to lose another one. So they're hoping that this pause can slow them down. Both literally and metaphorically. Just enough for them to regain their posture. Oh my god. What a fun time this is. A joyous existence that we have in this game of Counter-Strike. And I, like you, are all the better to bear witness to what is happening today. And every other day. To know that we have tournaments going on all around the world now, on all different levels, in all different regions, right now, today, yesterday, and tomorrow. It just brings me so much joy. And the fact that I am in a community as someone who can do something good for these players just fills me with joy as well. And I can't stress it enough. I thank you very much for allowing me to do this. But anyway, moving quickly and swiftly on. It's round 13, 7-5 right now. The Quest have lost the last 5 rounds against the Blitzkrieg of Blitzkrieg. Voltage needs to light something up. That's exactly what he's going to do. He ran out of mass pad or something. He just flicked all around to nothingness. Bringing down Frost AK to 15 HP. And a quick one-tap from Lul onto MCE and Poise. Oh my god. Poise just going to clean right up real quick. He's going to take down 2 before getting taken down by Voltage on that picked up AK. And he's eventually going to go down. There's going to be 6 rounds in a row now for Blitzkrieg. I actually want to change my glasses real quick. So I got 2 pair of glasses. I got myself a more conservative pair, like like a brownish black. Oh, like, how do I describe this? Like mocha color. Square frames, real nice. And then I got some real fancy looking Buddy Holly-esque glasses that are see-through and lilac, and I just love them to death, and I'm just going to be wearing them all the time. But unfortunately, because I wear these glasses now, I must declare that I am now a producer for lo-fi chill hip-hop beats to study to 24/7. Like, I just look like those guys. So now at the tail end of my monologue, Oathkeeper's going to go down to a great shot from Joji. Joji does, of course, have the second op in a double op setup on Dust 2, which is not all that common now, but it's still common enough to be noted as a ideal way to go about things. MCE is going to play a little bit too wide. His positioning is not what he thought it was going to be, and that is safe. But the shots from Voltage are what's going to keep him safe. That whiffed shot is going to be his demise as he's going to go down to Poise. And now it's a 2v2. And now Joji and Frost AK need to find a way into this site. And the bomb tossed over. Oh, this is so mean right now. So the bomb got dropped. Tossed away, and that's going to be a foot found, and Poise is going to take it out of the server just like that. Ginger is on one shot of damage, and he's going to go down swinging. What a funny way to end that round. And honestly, if I had an opportunity to, I would try again at casting it, because just seeing the bomb tossed onto the ground and what's his face, Poise, just staring at it for a solid 5 seconds was just great. That was great comedy, man. Now the players are moving their way onto the A side. Sexy Lolly's going to pick up one. I'm sorry, that was actually Oathkeeper that's going to be doing all the killing so far. That's actually the op-down Voltage taken out of the server. That's going to be a lot of trouble for Quest. This is the last round of the first half. Now MCE making his presence known, going to try to give chase and run away from the site. Now, minute 5 left on the clock. Law's going to toss some utility. Sexy Law is going to get some utility tossed at him as well. He's going to take down one, and then he's going to take down two, and now the A side's completely open yet again. And just like last round, the Quest side is just losing the A site with the quickest. Last man alive is going to be Frost AK, and Frost AK has one hell of a tall order if he wants to try to close this one out, and it's simply not going to happen. 8-7 in favor of Blitzkrieg. And this is just mental, because again, the Quest are such a good team. Like, there's no reason why Blitzkrieg should even have a chance at this. So I'm kind of at a loss when it comes to how the Quest are performing. I mean, Joji had a phenomenal start to this game. I'm talking absolutely gobsmackingly beautiful. So it's really all up to the players that are not pulling their weight to try to do something here.
Terrorists win.
Really, they're all top MDL? I will say this. This is my first season ever watching any of these players at this level. So I don't know much about the scene past like recognizable names. Like I know that Ario was on Tectonic. He was a player that played with oh god, what was that? Splice on the team that went to the major. I mean, of course they didn't do much at the major, but still they were at a major. That's gonna be a great shot by Poise right there. A second one coming out from Ginger, and another Gush being traded across the site, brought down to 4 HP. Poised is poised to try to do something more than what he has already done. He's a 2v2 now. Make that a 2v1. Last man alive is going to be Voltage, and he has got to be shocked and awed as the scoreline is tied. The second pistol round goes the way of Blitzkrieg now. Wait, Snakes MOTM, that was, oh god, was that the, that was the Soar Gaming lineup. Yeah, right. No, I spoke about how good Soar Gaming were. Like, the quests are great, that goes without saying, but I was talking about Blitzkrieg, like, I was thinking that Blitzkrieg were all ex-MDL players. Are they? Great shot by MC as I look at the chat for just a moment too long. Brought down to 29 HP, and LOL's gonna answer back with a great two-piece right there. Created up by Exceed. And he's gonna go for more, but he's not gonna find another one. He found that scout, though, which is gonna be quite beneficial for him. But Ginger's gonna spot out Janji. Janji doesn't want anything to do with that. He's got a deagle in hand and not much of a chance to survive. Ooh, Frosty, he spotted out Oathkeeper. And you know that's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know if Oathkeeper spotted him out, though. But this positioning by Poise could mean that he did see him. Now Frosty moving up. Yeah, he's definitely got spotted. So Frosty K is going to get his position known after that. Shooting desperately through the walls. And he's going to get picked down by Oathkeeper as well. Bad timing all around, and bad shot. Shoot, sorry, when my brain breaks, I just had to scat. And Exceed! Yeah, well, he's got himself a 3K. But unfortunately, he does not have a chance in order to win this round. So he did make it quite expensive for the CT side of Blitzkrieg, but regardless, Blitzkrieg are going to pick up another round and take the lead on this map of Dust 2. Oh, man. Hit that quick button real quick. Janji's going to pick up quite a few kills right there off screen. 4 men onto the B site. Exceed lagging behind in T-spawn. The microphone a little bit too close to my face and underneath my chin. And Oathkeeper desperate to find something in this round. His other 2 teammates have fallen back, but Oathkeeper with only an MP5 is still willing to give it a shot, and he's going to put quite a few shots into MCE. Only 6 bullets remaining in the chamber. He's going to run away, and that's enough that he needs. That's all that he needs. Now everyone's going to fall off. The bomb has been secured onto the site. Frost AK is going to make sure that no one comes in through the window. He's going to dare the ticking bomb. He's going to get damaged down a little bit because of it. Firefight between him and Oathkeeper. And Oathkeeper's going to survive. Oh, so barely. And now 9-9. That means no in German. Hold on real quick, I see some. There we go. There was a bug on my pop filter. Oh, and the flash, and my god, it's just raining hell! It's like they're being shot by the paparazzi. Oh my god. And the CT side, it is crumbling from the aggression of Quest. That's the more structured playstyle coming into play. If you just saw from the X-ray all the trails of all the nades coming through the long position, you knew exactly what was happening. All the pops, all the flashes, everything from the long position. And Blitzkrieg, they did not have a word in edgewise. Ginger's going to go down. Last one alive is going to be Poised with that MP5. He's going to take some damage from the fire. That's going to be position given. And he sees that SG. That could be the game changer. He's going to try, but Frost AK is going to pick up the ace. Blink it and you will miss, but Frost AK has got himself 5 extra kills all in that round. A very subtle ace, mind you. And now it's 10-9. The Quest have taken the lead yet again. On round 20. These CT players, they're, I don't know. I don't really know how to describe this one, I must be honest. So the CT players are still pretty much all playing from CT. Fitting. And they're not really going for any angles. I think what they're doing is that they're trying to combat any sort of aggression with just a huge stack. Law's going to get taken down. Johnson's going to try to find one in the fire. Bad timing for that. Oathkeeper brought down to 6 HP from the fire and the flames and the shots and the appalling aim. Boy's going to steal that away, and he's going to go down as well. One goes down in the body of John G, but still, the Quest pick up another round. And let me tell you, I will never forget this scoreline or this game. But now, after what is essentially a bonus round for the Quest side, the Blitzkrieg team members have picked up weapons yet again. We got a double Fast Cat coming in for Lolly and Lol, which is not annoying at all. No way. No way. Boys sprays down 3, make that 4, and we're might just be able to see yet another ace. Back-to-back aces, my god. John G, the only person with a word in edgewise. Oh, this is trigger discipline right here. He knows that if Oathkeeper goes down, that's going to be round given, so he's going to let him survive just for now. And he's going to take down Poise. That's going to be ace denied. And Oathkeeper denied a chance to say anything back. John G's going to pick up the bomb. He's got enough time to play with. He can do anything that he wants. That's going to be position given away because of the cross. And now he's going to be peeked out from tunnels, and he's going to get taken down as well. 10-11 now. A great, great play by John G, but unfortunately it fell short. And an even better one from Poised, picking up a 4K on the B site. And now something that's quite curious, and this is quite telling for the Blitzkrieg side, is the fact that they've got so many wins on the board, but have so few kills. Like, I believe that most of the players are actually going negative right now. Yeah, almost all the players are going negative on the Blitzkrieg side, yet they're going 10-11. Which means, if you're questioning what that means, it means that the Quest oftentimes had to save post-plant. They never had an opportunity. They did not want to take a chance. Much like LOL takes a chance in order to take out John G right there. That's going to be the opener right there. Now with 1:05 left on the clock, this bomb could go anywhere. So the Quest, they need to choose a site, and they need to choose it now. And it appears they're going to make their way towards Cat. LOL hiding on stairs. Sneaky, sneaky boy. But MCE and Frost AK, they're waiting for the go-ahead. Bomb is on the back of MCE. Exceeding voltage. Gonna make the crossover. Exceed's gonna take a lot of damage from that nade. There's so much fire as well, but the push is coming in on the Cat position. Frost AK and Exceed are both gonna pick up kills in their own respect. And this side is just being gifted. For some reason, the A side is just so easy to take for the T side, as neither team can really stop the aggression on that site. And now the CTs are saving. So we're looking at a 10-12 scoreline in favor of the Quest. Yo, Relictus, calm down a little bit. I don't want you inside anything.
Terrorists win.
I'm usually pretty laissez-faire when it comes to the chat, but if you start slinging insults proper, then I'm gonna have to intervene, and you don't want me to intervene. Oh, Quest is hardly choking this. They choked it at the start, but here's the thing when it comes to how Quest is playing against Blitzkrieg. So the Quest is a very rigid and structured team. It's been said time and time again. But even if you are a very structured team, if you're playing against teams that can aim very well and play as daring as Blitzkrieg do, or aka Puggy, then it's going to be very hard in order to combat that. And that's just how that goes. So, like, it's the old saying of, like, even pros can have trouble against silvers because silvers are the most unpredictable players in the world. It's kind of like that. Like, if you're a structured team going up against a structured team, you'll be able to combat how these players play with ease. You'll know these plants. You'll know these executes. You'll know how they react in certain situations. It's very hard to learn that in advance, so you have to learn it on the fly, and that's what the Quest have been having to do throughout this entirety of the game. So now that the smoke has been settled, 50 seconds left on the clock, it's 2v4, and the CT side of Blitzkrieg are not even going to try to chance this retake. Oathkeeper is going to find himself an AK, and they're going to stay on the A site and just chill out for a little bit. This is not best of 1, this is a best of 3. And yes, when I have control of the channel like I do have final say. And I'm not gonna kick anyone, I'm not gonna mute them, I'm not gonna ban them unless you actually start some really, really mean-spirited stuff or just start spamming or do something messed up. All I'm saying is just calm down a little bit if you're going about just like trying to pick fights with people. That's just what I saw. Just for the future, just be better people. That's all I'm saying. Alright? We're here to have a good time. We're here to support our teams. We're here to support our players. We're here to support the organizations that they represent. Well, not in these cases. They're 5-man rosters. We're just here to have a good time. It's going to be a bad time for Jonji. He gets taken off on the boost. Lol finds him and takes him to the cleaners. You never want to see something like that happen. So that's going to be the opening for the CT side. Now Bomb and 2 other players are moving their way towards A site. And they're going to have to deal with quite a number of CT players that they want to execute onto here successfully. Shots fired onto Box and through the smoke, and MCE is going to try to find something. That's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to find a second one, but he's not going to land the shots. But he's still going to go for it. Now Oathkeeper sneaking his way around. He's going to find Frosty, and he's going to find the head of MCE, but he's not going to take a shot. Now, a load man on the side, MCE's got a huge, huge task to get a 1v3, but it's simply not going to happen. He's going to take down 1 and then go down himself, and that's going to be the 11th round for Blitzkrieg on the board.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
This is going to be a close one. This is going to be a fun one. 11-13 now. The Quest are 3 rounds away from clutching this one out. On an absolute barn burner of a matchup. This was supposed to be one-sided. This was supposed to be an easy one for the Quest. You know how they say, easy for Quest. Easy for Quest, 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 Quest. Oop da boop da boop. Oop da boop da boop. Sorry, the That part after Easy for Ends always sounds like Dr. Seuss noises. And a triple smoke on the cat is going to stop everything in the tracks of John G. He's going to shoot desperately through the smoke, but find absolutely nothing in it. And Oathkeeper is going to move his way towards CT. One man down on the A site. And yet, even still, the T side of the quest have not been able to maximize onto that. Exceed and Janji, along with Voltage, trying to find a word in edgewise on the cap position. But their hesitation might be the death of them as 30 seconds hits the clock. The flash comes out. Lol finds a way to avoid the flash and the fire. He's going to be pushed out of position, but Oathkeeper's going to push him into the grave. Janji's going to go down. Exceed's going to trade him out. And Lol, with that off, is going to take down so many people. 2v1. Lol, last one alive, needs to come alive with this op in hand. Close range, he's going to take one down, 2-4 HP, but Exceed is going to pick up 3 kills and the round there. 2 more away for the quest to clutch it out. And it's going to be a good one. So we're going to see a pause real quick, most likely from Blitzkrieg. Some of their top performing players from the last 2 maps are just not showing up. Sexy Lolly is currently still hanging at single digits, and Ginger is currently at 12. Meanwhile, on the flip side, Janji is outperforming his own teammates. 8 kills above the next man up, be them Voltage or Exceed. MCE, though, he's still underperforming throughout this entire series. So I'm hoping that he starts to wake up to try to close out this next round, which is, of course, going to be the 26th. It's going to be another double cat boost. And all in the hands of Lol. He's going to be the one to watch for the CT side. We're going to keep an eye on him real quick. He's going to be the main aggressor, but he's not going to push much farther after that. Players are setting up something. What that something is, I don't know. A messed up flash from MCE is going to mess things up real easily. And it's a great place to flame off, because that could be... That's always a place that people like to stay at on the B side to try to sneak up on people. It's a great way to catch people off guard. It's also really, really annoying. So it's always good to flame that off, and Oathkeeper is going to get taken out by Janji. Janji has been so instrumental in the success on this round. Even though he is playing out of his mind and out of this world, this is still such a close matchup. So the questions will arise if MCE is really not helping as much as he needs, and oh my god, as much as he needs to. Oh, Jesus, this can't end soon enough. 15-11 match point and series point for the quest. A tall order if ever I've seen one, but the quest can do it, and I believe in them. 4 rounds for Blitzkrieg if they want to try to win this one and take it to overtime. It's do or die for the 5-man squad, and looking at how their weaponry and utility is, this might as well be die. What's curious is the fact that Sexy Lolly has 750 still in the bank, and this is the penultimate round for them. Now it's a war of attrition. No one wants to move, no one wants to give, no one wants to blink, no one wants to try anything so far in this round. There's 50 seconds left on the clock, and the tension is so thick that you could slice it with a knife. And John G, he's going to get shot up, shot down. Frost AK is going to shut him up, though. Gingerfire going to be the one to open up this round. It's 35 seconds left on the clock. And these T's, they need to move quickly, and that's going to be Lol going down by the shots from NCE. 3 more chances for the CT side to close this one out. And Sexy Law is going to pick himself up 1. He's dying in the fire. He's flashed out. He's flamed out. He's going to burn out and poise the last one alive. He's going to go down, and ladies and gentlemen, the Quest have succeeded in this best of 3. And the seeding is going to look very, very beneficial in their favor. So now, that's been that. So right now, and I'm talking to someone, we might have something special going down. But I'm not too sure quite yet. So real quick, I'm going to run some advertisements, and I'm going to run and communicate with someone. But this has, of course, been the Quest versus Blitzkrieg in a best of 3. The Quest finishing off 2-1 in that series, besting Blitzkrieg in the end, 16-12 on Dust 2 in a close fought series. And I would like to thank you on behalf of EFLGG for joining us. I have, of course, been Smith, John. I also go by SCJ. I also go by Smith, John. I do thank you very much for joining us. If you liked what I do here, be free to follow me on Twitter at _Smith, John. If you enjoy EFL.GG, be sure to follow them on Twitter as well at EFLGG1. Follow our channel to keep up to date on everything. Follow CSGO Fight Night as well. And be sure to subscribe if you so choose. We got some great stuff coming down the line. But that has been my time. That has been the Quest's time and the Blitzkrieg's time. Congratulations goes out to Quest. Best of luck in the future for Blitzkrieg. That's it for me. Now, roll credits.